Bandai Namco.
Oh, he stuffs him with the counter jab. Incredible performance.
Oh, I love this guy.
Back to back. I see you, Nigga.
Oh my God!
Give it up for your champion.
Is this not some good ass Tekken, ladies and gentlemen?
Hello and welcome back to the Tekken 7 Online Challenge EU North. I'm Abominable and I've got with me...
I am K-Wist and thank you all for joining us. Yesterday we had some amazing action. I mean, I kind of have to talk about my good friend Mace from yesterday. I mean, my absolute MVP of the tournament, finished third. You know, I think one of the biggest stories as well was Poland, you know, really showing out at this event, really surprising a lot of people, myself included. But you didn't seem, you know, too surprised by the Polish dominance, Abominable.
I was maybe surprised about the number of players that made it so far. I wasn't surprised about why. I'd done a bit of research before looking at the tournament. He was my dark horse. Of course, Sephi Black, always one of the favourites. He looked like he was going to go through in winners. He actually, it was a twist in that tale. He went out pretty early into losers and had to battle his way through that losers bracket all the way to the final. And he set up a classic match between Germany and Poland in that final. And why just managed to take it in that winners final for himself. So, I mean, he did fantastic. He made his country very proud. The support for everyone's countries, wherever you're from in the EU North, was absolutely fantastic, Kalis.
Yeah, that's very, very true. And, you know, Sephi Black as well, like you said, went to losers early against Sona, clawed his way through the bracket and actually got that run back, won it, and, you know, made it to the grand finals. Actually my pick to win the tournament. But, you know, that's not the end of, you know, Sephi Black. We'll actually be seeing him today in one of our exhibitions. So stay tuned for that.
Of course, and look, you could have that God run like Mace and make a name for yourself. If you're in Australia next week, please do sign up on TekkenWorldTour.com, October the 17th. Make your country proud.
And then the next event we have coming after that will be the US Central event. Like I said earlier, awful geography, but I'm guessing that's in the middle somewhere. So I hope you guys in the middle of America get your chance to shine there as well.
I think yesterday, K-Wish, you caused a load of players from Peru to sign up, so please don't get your geography so far out again. Of course.
So today we do have an exhibition, so let's have a look at what our first game is going to be.
And before...
Here we go. We got Blackbeard from Denmark. Yes. The Josie of Europe. This guy's a beast. It doesn't matter what character he chooses. It's going to be a hard one either way.
Everyone's hitting buttons all the time.
We count here. Here we go. Racetrack though.
Yo, the crowd is becoming ravenous.
Down forward two.
That was sick.
I don't think it's going to be dead though.
I don't think so.
No, is it going to be dead? Blackbeard takes it. This is such a problem. You see so many people on the stage popping up.
Iweki now with the pressure.
Yo, dang, he giving them the kickboxer challenge. Come on.
Time to die.
Yo, I'm still getting this combo.
Bam, bam.
Hey,
Going downstairs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. Norway versus Denmark, K-Wish. How do you call this one?
Well, this one is actually quite an interesting one. I mean, both these players are very, very strong. I actually played both of these players. You know, Blackbeard is a bit of the old veteran in this one, and Iweki is a young blood. He, like myself, started playing in Tekken 7. I actually played him years ago online, the PS4 online, when, you know, Tekken 7 was just first starting out. And to see how far he's come has been really inspirational. And, you know, I'm really happy that he has an opportunity like this.
Of course, I mean, the Blackbeard, everyone knows who he is. He's had a great history in Tekken 7, and before that, when he played under the name Adnanish. He is definitely the grandmaster in this fight. And then we've got the young challenger Iweki. Now, you said to me that he's learned the game from Tekken 7 onwards. Is that right?
Yeah, he's a Tekken 7. You know, that's where he started the game, his competitive journey, and he's come so far since then. Someone who's always willing to learn. You know, if he struggles in the matchup, he'll find someone who plays that player. It's like, you know, can we play? Learns the things, doesn't complain, and you know, I really see big things coming from him in the future.
And of course, thank you to Astro, the official headset and mix-up of the online Tekken Challenge.
And do not forget to catch the Bud Light Beer League Tekken 7 tournaments Tuesday nights on twitch.tv/Bud Light.
Absolutely. Now, we caught up with the players before their match and tried to get in their heads and see what they're thinking. Let's see what the players are saying about this game.
I'm a Leo player from Norway called Iweki. I started on Tekken 7. It's cool to get this opportunity.
Hi, I'm Blackbeard. I'm from Denmark, and I'm a EU Tekken veteran.
He has a very long history of records, a lot of great achievements.
He's one of the talented up-and-coming players in Europe, and probably one of the strongest players in Europe.
I'm confident, and I played him in the EU clash, Norway versus Denmark.
Iweki, he's a player that I haven't seen much to offline. I mean, last time we faced each other was in a UIU online tournament. When I played Josie, it went fine. A 1-1 set. The other set he won, actually, and it was close. So if I play Josie, I should be fine.
We played each other 5 times, and I won 3 out of 2. So, yeah, I'm confident.
Josie is the character I'm most comfortable with. She's the one I've been winning most with. I have a few characters in my back pocket I can pull out if things go badly. we stay won't.
I'm playing Leo, and I've stuck to the character because I have met many good friends through the character, and yeah, I guess you could say so. I'm a loyalist, that's for sure. So I won't be switching characters to anything, unlike others.
I feel comfortable. Leo is one of those characters that's very underused. She's not a very gimmicky character. She's a very simple character, not hard to figure out. So I'm comfortable in the matchup. But Leo is definitely a strong character, but I shouldn't be having any problems dealing with it.
Once we get closer to the date, I'll start practicing the matchups. I'm not sure what his character is gonna be because he plays a few characters, and he's gonna be prepared, I'm sure. So I have to do the same.
Listen, I've already given him enough praise. As I said, he's a talented, a strong player. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. I don't need to train for him. I'm gonna bust him up. Straight and fair, man. Like last time Denmark won, this time Denmark's gonna win again. Sorry, bro.
Well, this is something he doesn't know, but when I was a PS4 player, and I was trying to see how far I have come at the game. So I wanted to play some good players, but I didn't get the chance to play him. He said I could send him a message, but I tried 3 times, didn't work. I got ghosted. So it was so when this EU clash came up, and the team wasn't sure who could stand up to Blackbeard, I told them I'm your man, I can do it.
He's definitely lacking the experience, which I'm not. So he's gonna be hitting a wall here, the same.
I think it might be close, yeah. I'm just gonna go with 5-3 to me, but anything can happen.
My prediction, I don't want to say 5-0. I want to play more in it. I don't want to just play 5 matches to say GG's in it. Maybe I'll give him a few matches, just to boost his self-confidence. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say 5-2.
I mean, Blackbeard is never short on some confidence, that's for sure. But Iweki has a lot of reason to be confident as well.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, at the start of that interview, I wasn't sure if that was really Blackbeard. He was saying a lot of nice things. That's not really like him, but then switched back to his old ways, which is really nice to see. And I think this is going to be a good set, a close set. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a veteran versus a new school player, so I just want to see how this pans out.
Of course. I mean, Blackbeard, again, we've said it, he is a legend. He is one of those guys that has such a rich history in Tekken 7. But he did hint there that he wasn't going to prepare like we thought he might. And let's see what you at home thought. Denmark versus Norway, Blackbeard versus Iweki, 55.9%. So just over half of you think Blackbeard is going to win, but that is not a sure thing. Look at that. Both players getting a lot of votes.
I mean, this is how you'd expect the results to pan out anyway. I mean, Blackbeard is the proven veteran. He's been doing this thing offline for years now. Iweki's the new blood. You expect Blackbeard to want to take it, but you can see by that results there. People do, see that Iweki is a competent challenger, and I'm interested to see how this goes.
That definitely could be the case of the tortoise versus the hare. I mean, I wonder if the Iweki is going to be training much, much harder than Blackbeard and could leave Blackbeard way behind when he starts to actually get into the game.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen. And one thing as well for me to think about is character picks. Blackbeard is known as, a Josie main, one of the Josies of Europe for a time now. But he's also been playing other characters. He played Leroy a lot when Leroy dropped. He also played a lot of Ram because he originally was a Bruce main. He can also play Asuka, Katarina. So there's a lot of characters to cycle through there. And Iweki, like he said, there is the Leo loyalist, which you like to see. You like to see loyalists these days. So we'll be getting into the game shortly. And like I said, he's going to be picking the Josie versus Leo. There are no surprises here.
Absolutely, and this is what we wanted to see. You and I spoke before today's event. We wanted to see this Josie. This is the Josie that got him qualified for the Tekken World Tour final some time ago. This is the character we want to see, starting with some loyalism.
The Infinite Azure as well. This is the stage where they say there's only true Tekken. There are no walls. There's no bookie things happening. So let's see how this goes.
Look at that custom. That is one of the best customs in the game, surely. It's beautiful.
One of the best lows in the game with that CB3. Very nice there for Blackbeard.
Going straight in, Blackbeard. He's such an aggressive player when he wants to be. He knows when to turn it on. He smells blood in the water and he goes in.
Yeah, exactly. That full 1+2 there, just threw it out and it worked.
Fight.
Dude, this is a very, like, all right, you know, I talked earlier to Chicken Maru about this matchup. He and the Josie Min himself, and he said Josie's ability to launch quarter circle forward 1 is so big in this game. It's one of Leo's main lows to approach with. That's such a big thing to do. But what's also big is that mix up there from Iweki, dropping the combo to get the wild standing 2. Very nice. Spikes again.
That spike important if you feel like you can get so many good reads on Oki thereafter, and it looks like it should go to 1 round apiece.
Oh, and the combo ends up with a nice downpour there.
Round 3.
I mean, they both had their big rounds there, so this is where things start to even out a bit. Nice block there on. You can see Blackbeard did go for wild standing 2-1 there, but just messed up the input. That is Joe's 13-frame launcher, but that is Leo's wild standing launcher, wild standing 2 there. Very nice.
How jarring is that to still get launched when we step it? That looked really off.
There was a run up straight away. Hell Sweets, he knew Adnan would be pushing buttons.
Fight.
Iweki using that full crouch game again. Didn't manage to exploit it.
I don't know if Blackbeard's noticed this yet, but Iweki's opened every single round with a low.
Yeah, he has. I think he's trying to force even more ducks. He knows that block launch is a great thing for Josie, so maybe he's thinking meta-wise, I can catch him by forcing more ducks and then go for more launches.
And just like that, Blackbeard has spent his rage, and there's the hop kick from Iweki, and he's going to take our first game.
Wow. Now, you remember yesterday when we were commentating Sona versus Blackbeard and we were counting the clock down every single time?
Yeah.
That wasn't one of those games.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, one thing to mention there is I did talk, speaking about that matchup specifically, Josie versus Leo, so speaking to Chicken Maru, he said it's a matchup that's slightly in Leo's favor, considering Leo's box stance, where he goes low to the ground, is able to crush a lot of Josie's best mids, which can really hurt the character. But he also mentioned that QCF1, you see the low dab one of Leo's getting tools is easily punished by Josie every single time with having a 13-frame launcher. So we're gonna have to see how that evolves throughout the game.
Iweki's not going to change character. I mean, we don't think he will. He's very much a character loyalist.
Yeah, 100%. And Blackbeard, will he be sticking to that Josie? I mean, like he said earlier, he might just give Iweki a few games there. Maybe that's what he was doing there. Just playing with the new kids, seeing how it happens. A bit of ring around the rosy. So let's see how the next game follows on from that.
A lot of big talk from Blackbeard there, but of course, I do believe him when he says he's not playing as much as he was back in the day. I think he's had a bit of downtime. I've noticed he's been playing a lot of Call of Duty. I just wonder how much he's preparing for his opponent there. You do see it with the more experienced players. They maybe don't treat every single game like it's a grand final, but this is huge.
I mean, this is probably a bigger opportunity for Iweki than it is for Blackbeard. This is someone who's played on the main stage for years now. He knows exactly what he's doing when he comes to these things. And I think as the game goes on, we'll see that experience shine through. I mean, if he is a bit rusty, he'll surely be shaking it off throughout these games. And then, by the final game, if there is a 4-4 final game, I think the clutch factor of Blackbeard will probably help him eke out.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. If it goes down to a clutch factor, then you've got to bet big on Blackbeard. But I did notice the Blackbeard, he obviously knows that his while standing punishes are really strong. I wonder if that caused him to duck a few times when he didn't need to, and probably was a bit foolish to. Like right at the end, he just got caught with a hop kick on wake up by the looks of it. I don't know if he was pressing buttons or he just pure ducked.
Yeah, I mean, with Leo, I mean, she's a very, like he said, very basic character. There's not really any tricks or gimmicks with the character. Very straightforward. You know, a few tracking issues here and there, has quite strong mids and strong lows as well. So it's all about just Iweki's movement choice here. He knows right now that Blackbeard is thinking about certain things. Like he will be thinking about that QCF1 with Josie's ability to launch it every single time. That will be in his head. That's also going to be in Iweki's head as well. You know, he knows these things. So movement choices here for Iweki are really going to make a big deal as this match goes on.
Yeah, it just seemed to me, based on those first few rounds that we've just seen, that whoever asserted themselves first won the round.
Yeah, exactly.
Very attacking.
I mean, when Blackbeard took that first game, he looked very strong. He got himself on the front foot and was just dominating the pace. And then when Iweki did the exact same thing, Blackbeard seemed to flounder a little bit. So let's see how the topsy-turvy nature of this game turns.
So you said you played Iweki quite a lot on Tekken PS4 days. Is he a player that you saw be, you know, how do I put this? Just good at the game not that long ago? Is he really raced through the ranks very quickly?
I think he's a learner. He is someone who, you know, took a while to get as good as he is now. You know, he still has some of the same tendencies. You can see he has a tendency to play very online. You can say, you know, he'll be doing a lot of unsafe moves and, you know, into dark or an unsafe move and push more buttons and stuff like that. You know, very online way of playing, because, you know, you're not used to being punished for it online. So someone like Blackbeard's really going to take advantage of those kinds of things that you'd be punishing perfectly every single time.
Well, we are online. We are on PC, I believe. Let's see how much that plays into it. And we are back on track with our next game, Iweki versus Blackbeard. Very finely poised already. Very, very competitive, aggressive first game. Let's see if they're aggressive again.
You gotta focus.
Josie is right there. She is going to have to focus if she wants to take out this mountain Iweki. See them? Ooh, Blackbeard straight away went for the CD2. They went for the launch. Leo does get a very good 14 frame punish there, so just probably wasn't ready for it there.
Bruising those shins up already. Blackbeard does love to use those low pokes, as you would with Josie.
Yeah. One thing here is that, Blackbeard's been a lot more patient this round. Like, Iweki just kind of throws buttons out sometimes, like that down forward 2 just there. Just kind of really throwing things out. So that CD2 again into the hot kick. Very nice there from Blackbeard. Going to take the first round again.
Round 2. Fight.
Low poke again, Kwis. He's very interesting. He's doing that a hell of a lot.
Nice down one there from Iweki. Going to get the wall here. Going to be a nice combo. The forward 4-3 combo. Nice.
Horrific situation against the wall against Leo, but got out of it very quickly, but still suffered a perfect.
Yeah, and like we said there, whoever starts off the game, whoever gets the first hit seems to win the round. And there's that down 4. So Iweki wins this round.
Okay, next round, please.
Nice block. Oh, nice. Didn't want to deal with the crouch dash mix up, just hop kicked. And there's the down forward 2.
Hop kicks Titty in these games so far. Again, Inoki situation against the wall. And look at that tech roll. Gets the wall back himself.
Oh, just up forward 3 to beat the CD3. Nice. Up forward 3 again. But with the raise drive. Very nice there from Blackbeard. Gonna get the... No, just shy of the wall.
Okay, you're right. You got it right. So next round, next hit wins the round. Let's do it.
Fight.
Okay, Iweki's one. Oh, catches him again.
Yeah. Oh,
nice hop kick.
Iweki is just playing balls to the wall right now, throwing everything out.
Ooh,
nice. Punish from Iweki.
Unbelievable step. We'll get the sidewall. Saves a life.
Nice magic 4 there. And then isn't out of it yet. Down 4s. Crouch dash 3. Nice. Nice punish from Iweki.
Right. So we're 2 for 2 so far. Now we've noticed it. Whoever gets the first hit, they just win. First blood.
So, I mean, I think next round, Blackbeard just open up with a downfall. So open up with a little downfall, you have that round, right? But one thing I'm noticing is very interesting is Iweki is just kind of throwing a lot at Blackbeard right now. I mean, both these, well, I think Josie more than Leo is more of an offensive character. She has that crouch mixed up, the switch stance mixed up, all these things sort of throw at you. And, you know, Leo is the one who's being way more aggressive here. And I think what Blackbeard might need to do here is just be a bit more patient. I'm not too sure everything Iweki is doing here is just a huge read, like he has a read on something and he's going for it. I think sometimes he is just throwing things out and seeing what works. And right now, everything is working. So I think if Blackbeard's a bit more patient, back just spaces out, doesn't push too many buttons, and uses Iweki's aggressiveness against him, I think we'll start to see the tide shift a little bit.
I wonder if we're going to go full online now, and Blackbeard's just going to hop kickstart around to shut down all that nonsense.
I don't see why not. But then again, Iweki could do that because that's what he's doing. Maybe he's starting off with all these lows to set up a hop kick at the start of a round.
Or just a simple backdash and a punish on that whiff. Let's find out. Precipice of Fate, another just random stage selection, taking it easy, not clawing away at everything to try and win. Blackbeard might regret that if he lets this game fall away from him.
This is the stage that Spag calls the Buki Rocks. These side moves are really awful on this stage. And again, we can get in the first hit, a counter hit this time.
Look at that! Oh!
Like I said earlier, that box starts just crushing the jabs there. Goes for a spike. What's the Oki here? Got 4 threes. Oh, a nice evasive punch there. Iweki takes the first round. This is the first time he's got first round of the match as well.
Looked out. Down forward. Sidestep
down forward 2. Very nice there from Iweki. Running 3 slash kick.
Oh dear lord, it's not looking good for Blackbeard so far. This could be 3-0 very quickly if he's not careful.
There's the health sweep. Is he going to do it again? No. Up 3 this time. And just like that, Iweki 1 round away from going 3-0 in this first of 5. Down forward 2. Oh, that is tricky to punish sometimes. It's the counter hit low. We're going to go back to the wall again. I feel like we're on replay, right?
It does feel like that. I'm absolutely flabbergasted by this. The pace that Iweki's come out with, and look at that, doesn't quite get that full spat to get more, but we were over. I mean,
see, did you see what happened there? As Blackbeard just went for the crouch dash mix up again, Iweki just did another duck jab. He's tried. What he is doing here is so good. He is completely stuffing all of Josie's pressure. He's crouch jabbing. He's hop kicking. He is making Blackbeard second guess all of his options.
Just going to check with production. We're not getting paid by the hour, are we? Because if we are, I'm going to be really angry at Blackbeard. No, okay, we're all right. Okay. Blackbeard just playing. Blackbeard's just playing so quick right now, and he could be in a lot of trouble if he doesn't. Well, I would say slow down the game. I actually don't think Josie is the problem here whatsoever. We haven't seen enough of him using Josie to really to really say that. His defensive reads, I mean, I have to be honest, for him so far have been reasonably poor.
I am going to make a read here, as I always do. I believe you remember the interview. Blackbeard did say, maybe I'll give him a few rounds. Maybe I'll give him a few rounds. Maybe I'll give him maybe that's what we're seeing here. You know, Blackbeard's like, I'm just gonna give him a few rounds. I'm gonna see what happens.
He's picked
because you see here, this time he's picked stage, and I think he's like, okay, it's time for me to wake up.
He's taken the pad off one of his kids. He's decided to start playing. It could be a very, very dark day in Denmark today if Blackbeard doesn't pull something back. He needs this, otherwise it's 4-0 down.
No, I think it's the pirate preset. It's throwing him off.
Look at it again! All these lows straight off the start.
Look at the aggression from Iweki. Starts off with quite a lead there. Down 4.
It's like
a big trade.
Even on defense, he's like he's playing at Asuka. He's just trying to launch anyone coming in. Iweki captured him.
Just like that, it looks like this round is going to be Iweki's again. 4 rounds straight right now. Down 4. See again, the low to open up. Nice step there on the 3. You can see Iweki has done his matchup homework right there. It's a nice step on the 3-2. Nice adjuster in the combo there from Blackbeard.
Get the wall. Side spat though. How many side spats have we had over the last couple of days? It's been unbelievable.
Yeah, but that was a perfect punish there from Blackbeard. CD3, nice block. Iweki's doing his homework. He gets the splat jump over.
That was incredible quality Tekken to convert that and go for a reset.
Very smart there from Iweki not to finish the hell sweep. 3-3, one more hit's going to take it. Nice. There we go. Blackbeard's on the board again.
Round 3. Fight.
And there is the butterfly edge. Gonna get the wall as well. Nice. Big combo as well. Flips over for Oki. Now Blackbeard just has to be patient. As you can see, Iweki's pushing a lot of buttons.
Nice finish.
Again. Iweki's been so good at just baiting buttons here from Blackbeard. He's gonna pick them. No, he's not. Oh, the reset!
Look at that. Take a bow, Iweki. That was unbelievable. He's 1 round away from going 4-0 up. We will barely have seen Blackbeard on our screens at this rate. Let's see if Blackbeard can claw this one back.
Oh, and perfect whiff punish there with the CD2 from Blackbeard. Going to get the wall with this combo too. Very nice. All drops switch combo. I don't know if that works on female characters. Nice step on the block too. Into the down forward two. Very nice. I wasn't sure that was in the back and Iweki might have been able to block that, but apparently not. Off that edge again. See, look,
He's a bit late with that now. He could have been doing that earlier.
Yeah, that's Blackbeard making the call out on that low to open the rounds. But here we go. The down forward two. Blackbeard just runs into it. Back one combo flips for Oki. Up three.
Absolutely desperate.
See again. The deep jump to interrupt the crouch dash mix up. What does Blackbeard do here?
Needs to take a moment. He's got time. I mean, he needs to slow down for a second, take a breather. If this is a tournament game, this is where you use all of your allotted time to just take a breather and have a think about what's going on, because it's looking desperate. Iweki, let's not take anything away from him. He's gone in all guns blazing. It's like he doesn't care who the master is of this scenario, who the experienced veteran is. He's just going in like he's playing against anyone and flying his fist out and going for those low start of round. I think Blackbeard a bit late going for those butterfly edges now. I mean, he could have done that a bit earlier. It now looks like it took him way too long to adapt.
Yeah, and that was something. I mean, the thing is, one thing I've noticed is when you're commentating and watching games, completely different to when you're playing the game. You may notice things a bit later. We may pick up things that he doesn't. So obviously it took a bit of a while for him to pick up on those lows at the start of the round. He's going for the butterfly edges now, but it's looking like a dire situation right now for Blackbeard.
Well, they say defense is everything. Now pride is everything. Blackbeard has to fight back, and this is his single character that he's going to use to do it. If he manages this, he's going to have to do it with Asuka all the way through. Abandoned Temple. Looks like he's picked that as well. Interesting. Iweki might walk forward here. We'll see. Or Iweki might just think, I'm going to get the job done now. Let's find out. He's going to try to get the job
out. And look, you see there from Iweki, I think he's making some very hard reads here on Ad. Like that down 4-2, making very hard reads. You see at the start of the round there, he just backdashed and then did a down 4-2. He was expecting Blackbeard to push a button, and he just went for a punch hit. There's 4-3 though.
So devastating that at forward 3. And a throw. He is 2 rounds away from having a very, very early finish.
But Abominable, is this the part where Blackbeard gets his Zenkai boost?
Please do not do this again, otherwise I'm going to start talking about Dungeons and Dragons and Captain Planet. Doesn't finish it, would have got launched if he did, most likely.
Yeah. There's another down 4-2 there from Iweki.
Punish that.
Yeah,
has to punish it.
There. Nice use of cans there in the get up 3. Running 3. Whip. Oh, but a parry on the down 4-2, and yeah, that hit is guaranteed.
Round 3.
Needs this one round apiece.
Fight.
Both of them finally backing up start of round.
Yeah, this has been such an offensive match. Down 4-2. Oh, Blackbeard won't be happy with that trade. He still gets a guaranteed hit. It's fine. Cartwheel.
Oh, cannot afford to do that with Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
Even to get it. Oh, never mind whip. Look at this.
String. I didn't know it was a counter hit launcher. I mean, things looking very bad here for Blackbeard.
Oh,
take it. No duck on the string. Into the down jab. Iweki 1 round away from winning our first exhibition of the day. 5-0.
55% of you on that Twitter poll thought that Blackbeard would win it. It's not looking good right now if that's your pick. Iweki is really close to taking this 5-zip. And he's going to get the wall and some good Oki here.
4-4-3. Things are looking so bad here for Blackbeard.
Oh no!
Can he make something happen here? No, he can't. Iweki wins it with the spring kick.
Oh wow, K-Wiss. That is not the start we expected today. Is this going to be blow up Sunday? Is this going to be a day of blow ups?
If there was going to be a 5-0, that's not the direction I would have called it in at all. I mean, Blackbeard's the veteran. He's been playing for years. Like, he's a proven player on every level. But not to take anything away from Iweki, I mean, he played brilliantly there. He knew what he was doing. He knew how to work with him. And the hard reads he was making was paying off. And we don't blame him for going for those hard reads because, you know, Blackbeard fell for them almost every single time.
Sometimes when you bet big, you win big, and this is Iweki's day. He's made Norway very, very proud today. Very sad day for Denmark if you're a Tekken fan, because Blackbeard, he just never really got started.
Yeah, I mean, that was hard to watch if you're a Blackbeard fan and hard to watch if you're a Denmark fan. But, you know, Norway, Iweki, they're going to be very happy after that. So I think on that, we'll be taking a short break and we'll be having a word with those players when we get back.
And we are back with both of the players a lot sooner than maybe we all thought. I mean, firstly, Iweki, congratulations. Such an aggressive start to the set that you never really let off.
Yeah, I trained the Josie matchup a lot thanks to my sparring partner, Dragonfist. So big shout out to him.
And how do you feel about that set overall? I mean, did you plan for going in that fast, that hard? Did you plan to try and catch him off guard with that aggression, or did it surprise you that you managed to get through the game so quickly?
I want to test how he will handle a bit rushdown and some side steps, because Josie is a bit linear. So, and then once you get to the wall, then it becomes easier for Leo.
Were you nervous at all? I mean, you're relatively new to tournament scene. I know you played a lot of Tekken 7, don't get me wrong, but you haven't played on a stage such as this, I believe. I mean, were you nervous at all?
I was very nervous. I told everyone I was nervous, but I play good when I'm nervous, I guess, so it's fine.
Well done to you, and we'll pass over to Blackbeard. Blackbeard, what's your assessment? What's your analysis of that?
I got bust up, man. It's nothing. What is there? What is there to analyze? The guy got bust up. Nothing else to say, man. Let's not try to be formal here. You know? It is what it is.
I have to say,
I got listen. I listen. Now everything I said before into listen. That was all just to talk shit in it. I knew Iweki. I know Iweki he's a very talented player, and he just caught me off guard with his really, really good rush down. He's some side steps into down for 2, and I wasn't ready. He was ready, and I wasn't ready. It is what it is, man.
Okay, you could really see that. I mean, Iweki, you were interrupting the switch stars, mix-ups, the crouch dash mix-ups. It looked like you were really frustrating Blackbeard. But
and he even sidestepped it as well a few times. It was good. Yeah, he was really well.
Blackbeard is what made you, of all characters you could have played? I know you play Leroy. I know you play Falcon Ram. You have your Josie known throughout Europe. What made you pick Asuka to go with to be that last character there?
Because Asuka is a good online character as well. She's got back 3, she's got back 4. These good. And she is my old main as well. I used to main her with Bruce back in Tekken Tag 2, and I'm just more comfortable with her. I was like, I just wanted to see.
Yeah. Did you think about switching a bit earlier when things were really in Iweki's favor, or was it just a last-ditch effort?
It was a last-ditch effort. I was thinking about it earlier, but I was like, I want to try and be a loyalist here and see if I can bring him back when I was down 3-0. I said it should be possible. So when he got to 4-0, I was like, okay. It's definitely not working out, and he's really, really, really well prepared against Josie. So yeah, it was a lot to the effort. You could say that.
Iweki, what's next for you? I guess this is a great day for you. Are you going to relax, or have you got another tournament to play and coming up?
There's the tournament across the pond, so I expect to see Blackbeard there through. And yeah, I want to say like big credits to Blackbeard for sticking with his Josie. Like I respect like the loyalist mentality, so it was cool to play his main for that long.
Well, thank you to both of you. You've been absolutely fantastic, and you've won a fan from me, Iweki. The way you played, especially with that wall game and the constant lows at the start of round. I mean, that must have been incredibly frustrating for Blackbeard, but it was great play.
It was. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Did you think about doing something about it a bit earlier, like just throwing out an online hop kick, just go for it start of round, or? I saw you went for the butterfly.
Oh, you mean Blackbeard?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did actually, and I managed to like get a head start around in the first rounds of some matches, but he just managed to after the lows he just managed to proper mix it up with the mids as well, and size the 1+2 and these just caught me off guard when I was trying to step. So his timing was just really good today.
Yeah, well, that was a great set. Iweki, congratulations to you, commiserations to you, Blackbeard. It was great to have both of you on, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Thank you.
And of course, we want to make sure that you guys stay with us while those guys go and take a rest. Please do make sure that you follow us on all of the various socials. That's twitch.tv Tekken, Bandai Namco Esports, Tekken Twitter, Bandai Namco Esports Twitter, and Facebook Tekken.
You're not going to want to miss any action coming up. But before that, we have to take another short break. And after that, we'll be getting into our next exhibition.
Welcome back to the Tekken 7 Online Challenge, and it's exhibition day for EU North, Kwis.
Yes, it is, and we already had our first one, which was a bit of a blow up. I mean, as Blackbeard said himself, he got boss up. So, you know, we'll be getting into our next one very shortly. But what do you think about that last set there, Abominable?
Look, it sucks for Blackbeard, but I love his attitude. Like, you know, Tekken 7. Like we're esports now, but we're also FGC, and I was like, you know, what's your analysis on there? Did you not duck enough? Did you not get defensive enough for the wall? And he was like, stop with all that esports rubbish. I got blew up. I'm like, yes, man. No, that attitude, I like it. I mean, he gave props to his opponent. There was a lot of bravado up front. I mean, that to me just shows what a class that Blackbeard is. He's never going to go anywhere. He's one of those guys that we all know what he's capable of. He's not lost any face with this match. He'll just go away and come back stronger.
That is true. Speaking of coming back, the online challenge will be back next week when we head down under to Australia on the 17th. You guys make sure you sign up under there, and we'll love to see some more great Tekken action from them.
Of course, and October 24th, just under 2 weeks from now, the US Central. You guys get to show your stuff. Register now, TekkenWarTour.com, and of course, watch it here on this channel.
The middle, right? The middle of America,
somewhere
right? Central middle. Yeah. I don't know what states that includes at all.
The main thing is just get on the website, do check it out. If you're in Europe, probably don't sign up. In any case, I mean, we've got a hell of a card coming up, and I'm just excited to see what we've got coming up in the future. I mean, we've got a first to 5 and a first to 7. We've still got a big fight card coming up, and let's see what the next match is.
I'm a Prison.
Yes. Prison is his name. He's one of the best Steve players in Europe.
He plays a Steve?
Yeah.
Really good Steve.
Really solid Steve. You know, he was very impressive. Ability to convert on counter hits was very, very awesome there. The counter hit, this time getting a counter hit while standing too.
Combo sometimes. It's just so new to them. After doing the old combo for so many years.
Oh, nice. Able to beat it out there. He knew something was coming up forward. Oh, go to sleep. Good night.
Man, last game was a total beatdown.
Yep.
Very good.
Wow. Oh, that's big. Oh, that was actually smart. Whoa.
Shenanigans.
Oh, simple as that.
Looking good, Germany versus Poland. And Kwis, I noticed in that Hypebot vid, there was a certain player from East London that looked like he was getting blown up.
I don't think so. It looked like a competitive game between two people that could have gone either way. Thank you very much. But yes, we are going to have Mihawk versus Prison. Prison, the only person in this entire card that I've actually never played against myself, but I've watched a great deal of. He is one of the best Steve players in Europe for sure. Top 3 for my money. You know, you have Doug, Ivar, and him, the first names that come to mind. So I'm excited to see how this match goes.
Yeah, I mean, I have played Prison. I played him at Versus Fighting 2017. And his knowledge, I mean, I'm a King player primarily. His knowledge versus King was just second to none. I put him in so many fringe situations that not many players know how to get out of. And every single time he was crouch cancelling at the right moments, sidestepping at the right moments, using his movement. He's a real technician. He is such a quality player.
Well, it'll be great to hear from both of those players. We caught up with them quite a while ago to hear what they had to say.
Yeah, Prison, I've played against him quite often online. Yeah, he's arguably one of the best Steves in Europe, so it's definitely going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward to play him.
Yeah, I think Mihawk is a very good player, but he has few weaknesses I exploited last time we played. So we didn't play a lot, but we have a history in playing some longer sets than First to Duo.
I'm not quite sure who I'm going to play yet, but it's most likely going to be either Heihachi or Dragunov, since they've been my characters for the longest time. Yeah, I'll just see how I feel on the day. Heihachi requires a lot of execution, and I feel like it's very difficult to play, especially against a character like Steve. So I might either pick Dragunov or Heihachi, or maybe a surprise pick. I don't know yet.
Yes, I play Steve for I think 10 years. I play him because I really like counter-hit oriented characters, but he is also very interesting because he has many setups, he is high execution, which makes him interesting to me, and you can really get creative with this character.
I'm definitely going to prepare for Prison. I know that he plays more characters than just Steve, so I'm not quite sure who he's going to pick. But most likely he's going to pick Steve, so I'm going to prepare for Steve mostly. Play against other Steve players, look through his stuff again, and then, yeah, get prepared as good as I can.
I'm not going to learn Heihachi because I think that I know everything there is to learn about the character. He's in Tekken for a very long time, but I am definitely going to play a lot of good players, probably Mishima players, because there's always the threat of electrics in the air.
I think Steve is really good against both Dragunov and Heihachi. Steve is to be known one of the Mishima killers, so to speak, so it's definitely hard for Mishimas to approach them, even though I think that Heihachi is the best Mishima when it comes to fighting against Steve. And Dragunov, it's kind of even, but I would say it's still in Steve's favor. So it's definitely a tough challenge to win this matchup against Steve.
If I'm going to find his timing on the first time and he doesn't change it, then I think I'm going to just steamroll. But he's probably gonna change his timing. He's a good player.
I think it's gonna be quite a close one. I think it might be either 5-3 or 5-4.
I think I'm going to win 5-3.
Prison is one of those players that, as every Steve player, to be honest, likes to throw out a lot of back ones. So it comes down to me reading the timings of when he's going to do them and try to punish them, even though back one is very, very difficult to punish. And mostly just try to find his rhythm of when he's going to attack and then try to counter it with my rhythm. It's going to be a lot about timings and knowing when to attack, when to interrupt, and when to do stuff. So yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting, I think.
That was great to hear from those players. I think it's interesting that Mihawk actually says he's thinking of Heihachi to go for in the matchup. I think that's quite a bold pick, considering how Steve is known to really kill the Mishimas. And also with Prison saying, I know everything there is to know about that character. I mean, what do you think of that, Abominable?
I kind of see where he's coming from. I mean, let me test the waters with you. Do you think he's saying that of the Mishimas, he would pick Heihachi because Heihachi can crush back one a little bit more?
Oh, he said that Heihachi has the best chance of dealing with Steve over the Mishimas, and that is one of Mihawk's mains. Is a dual main of a Dragunov and Heihachi. So you've got to bring your best when it comes to these events. And, you know, with all that talk, you know, it looks like social media believe, you know, Mihawk will take this, and that's quite a big lead there, Stu.
Do you know what? Look, all credit to Mihawk, he's a fantastic player, but I think that's representative of the fact that Mihawk's a streamer and Prison is not. Because you're way more popular than me, Kobe, and I think that's purely because you're a streamer. I think this is going to be... this is going to be a lot closer than that.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You know, Mihawk, the more popular choice. You know, some people don't maybe not watch enough Tekken over in Europe, don't know as much about Prison.
Of course. Well, look, thank you to all of you at home for watching, and thank you to Astro. Astro Gaming is the official headset and mix amp of Tekken Online Challenge, and this year they've extended their partnership and products to casters. Every caster of the Tekken Online Challenge is using the special edition Astro TR main stage headset to bring the hype to those at home.
Shout out to the Astro family for their innovative designs and always supporting the FGC. Much love to Astro. And also make sure to catch the Bud Light Beer League Tekken 7 tournaments Tuesday nights on twitch.tv/Bud Light.
Absolutely. Now we should be going into the game right now. Here we go. Mihawk.
Wasting no time on this one. Give us a break, guys.
Prison was walking fast forward there. I thought it might be a problem, but no.
Yeah, and like we said there, Mihawk gone straight with the Dragunov pick. I agree with that decision. Could have got a bigger punish there. You look that down for one. Very nice at keeping characters in check. Down 2-1 there. Nice down 2 right back. The Razor. Now this game there's a lot less buttons, but the movement is a lot faster in this one. Like these are just going around.
Yeah, the movement is crispy as you like. Down 2 on counter hit.
Yeah. Oh, excellent up there from Prison, and they should be dead with the right combo. Yes. I mean, that was just a huge read there from Prison. He knew that forward 3 was coming, wanted to duck it, and perfect punish on it.
Absolutely huge clutch moment. It looked like it was Mihawk's to win. Now Prison goes 1 round up.
Ooh, nice use of the weave there. Ooh. See, that low there is very slow. The peekaboo down 2. All the time in the world there to punish that. Nice there from Prison. And he adjusts the combo as well, was slightly off axis. Nice down 2. These two are not respecting each other at all. Nice block and nice punish from Prison. Speaking of respect, plus frames here. Nice. Some quick mid poke there from Mihawk just to keep him in check.
Very nice indeed. Just backed off after challenging after that range strike. I was looking to see what it would do there.
Look at all these down 4-2s here from Prison. Like, he really wants that counter hit. Yeah, I like that. Mihawk did 2-1 into 2-1 there because he knows Prison just doesn't want to respect him, so just keeping his frames in check. There's the race drive gone now. Yeah, nice block on the down back 3-2 there from Mihawk. He is ready for this matchup.
Coming out of the blocks, we haven't seen as many back ones as I thought we might see.
Yes. Using more down forward 2 than back 1 in this matchup. I guess the down forward 2 is to catch the down 2 because obviously down 2, nice punch there from Mihawk. The down 2 being a high crushing move, that's going to really deal with back 1 very well. So down forward 2 is option to deal with it. You see Mihawk's timing on the down 2 is very good as well.
Have you noticed as well, he doesn't always crash the wall. He actually backs off now and again. Interesting.
There's that race drive gone from Prison already again. We'll win for a big read there. And Mihawk takes the first game.
Wow, Germany get one game up. That was an interesting game for many reasons. I mean, we talked about the back 1. They both talked about back 1 in the video. We barely saw it. Mihawk was doing something really specific. Like when he got the wall pressure against Steve, he actually backed off. I think he was quite fearful of just being counter hit and blown up for it.
Yeah, I mean, Mihawk was being very patient in certain situations. I really like the way he's using down 2 here. You can see Prison is going for that down 4-2 because he does want to catch that down 2. You know, he's not going for as many back 1s because he sees the amount of times down 2 is coming out. And Mihawk's doing a great job of timing it. Prison can't catch it really. So I think Prison's going to have to start committing on the ducks more. All of his down 4-2s are being blocked. I don't think he got a single count hit in that first game. And that's what Steve's known for. If Mihawk can continue on this pace, he's looking to maybe we'll see another 5-0.
I've noticed you started using Steve a bit lately. Is that for a specific matchup or just because you're learning more variety?
I just like playing Steve. I think he's a bit of a fun character to use, and you know he does cover a lot of Warring's bad matchups, so it's a beautiful marriage.
Beautiful marriage indeed. And Arena, I love this stage. It gives me memories of Tekken 4 final stage, which is one of the best stages known to man.
Round 1.
So here we go. Here UYU's Mihawk going up against Tech W Prison. Nice low parry there from Mihawk. That goes for the QCF4 combo to get an OPSL. See there, you saw there. He went for the back 1 and down 2 got a counter hit. There it is again. Flicker jabs. Down 2 again, another counter hit. Mihawk with all the counter hits here.
Using that Russian Razor over and over to stifle that back 1.
Nice whiff punish there from Prison. It isn't going to be dead. It's going to... Oh, nice. Stylish combo there. Good wall carry. Flicker 2. Down 2. Nice block. Nice punish. One more hit's going to take it. The Albatross down 2. Very nice there from Prison. That game looked all Mihawk.
It really, really did. The foot is there to just land that. I don't think Mihawk thought it would hit it.
And there it is, the first back 1 of the game. The go to sleep standing up. What's the combo here? Nice. Goes for Iweki. Nice side roll there from Mihawk. There it is.
Timing.
Rocket punch. Rocket punch again. Albatross down 2. Nice block and nice punish from Mihawk. Running 2+ frames. No duck there from Prison. Just stay safe. Does it down 4-2. Prison 1 round away from getting on the board here.
Prison's found his timing by the looks of it, especially for these 2 rounds anyway. Ooh, whiff.
Nice generic down 4 just to stifle the back 1 again. There's the down 4-2 this time. Very smart there from Mihawk. Very nice. Doesn't get the flip. No duck again, but nice. That could have been a big punish there. Down 2-1. Down 2 right back. Raise drive spin. Down 2. Nice block. Nice punish.
Very side step.
This should be dead. Yes. I was concerned that that combo wouldn't have killed, but the sway back 2 was a good option there. You can see very option. I mean, in that first round there, it looked like Mihawk was getting all of the counter hits. You know, down 2, down 2, down 2, and Prison adjusted amazingly. And I think what happened there was when you make a comeback in that situation, I mean, Mihawk's had such a commanding lead. When you lose a round like that, that can really hurt your momentum, and Prison capitalized on that perfectly.
Absolutely. Like if you look at how the rounds went just on score alone, you think that was a one-sided blow-up. I mean, it kind of ended a little bit like that at times, but the start was all Mihawk. I mean, those down 2s were so perfectly placed, but I've seen this a lot in long sets versus the longer sets versus Steve players. They can start sometimes a little bit slow, and then once they find the timing, it gets horrific. And I wonder if it's going to be like that today.
It's all about just catching the time. But Mihawk is an intelligent person. You know, that's what got him into the UYU content team. So let's see if he can give us a nice combo here for them to put on their Twitch clips later on.
Indeed, he puts out a lot of videos as Mihawk, showing some really good combos. I've used them when I've picked up new characters. He does know his stuff. He knows a bunch of characters. He may not stay with Dragunov if things don't go well.
He has a bunch of characters he can go to as a pool. He can play Shaheen. Obviously, he has all the Mishimas under his belt. So you know, we may not see Dragunov this whole set.
Round 1. Fight.
Do you find that when you pick a different character, your timing changes naturally with that, or do you think the timing is pretty much the same?
I think some characters require you to play with different timings. So sometimes it literally just you're forced to play different because of that character. But Mihawk's someone who sort of plays every character like he's that character specialist. So, you know, he's going to have those in-depth things wrapped up.
Very nice. Very even right now in this first round.
A nice fake there on the down 2, got a counter hit for it. Down 2 again. Rage drive spent, but the second hit whiffed. I think Mihawk might have had a punish on that.
Looking to catch him, coming in.
Running 2 plus frames. Down back 3. Mihawk won't mind that too much. Oh, and gets hit by the peekaboo down 2.
Such an awkward animation. It doesn't look like it's hitting lower until the very last second.
Yeah, but Mihawk blocked the first one. I thought that wouldn't have been something he'd do again.
Also got hit by that down back 3 for the first time, I believe. He blocked so many of them.
Nice block, a nice punish there from Prison again. Because the down 4-1's here, just poking him away. There's the down 4-2 counter. Does he have the combo? No! That is one of the harder combos to do in the game. 1-2-1 counter hit. Very nice there. You see the duck cancelling from Prison. Just warming up his execution. Opens up with the orbital. Probably had a read there.
Maybe looking for a down 2. I wonder if it would have hit. Probably would. Catches him.
Nice step on the hammer fist. Call that the Russian hammer. Oh, that was a big whiff there. There's the rocket punch. Did flick the combos to get the wall again, but just dropped it. Will this be dealt with the right combo? Sonic Fang. No! The wall wasn't his friend. But takes it anyway with a wild sending one. Just like that, Prison goes 2-1 up on the scoreboard, and he's looking very comfortable right now.
Timing. I think that's becoming a big part of it. And did you notice near the end of one of the rounds where he just hung back and he was saying, "Come on, try coming in with a wall running 2. I've got something for that if you try it." And he ended up having to go in himself, and he still got the win. Great play.
Yeah, Mihawk's not looking bad here. You know, Prison's just making those adjustments really well. I mean, that first game was all Mihawk, and the first round of the second game was all Mihawk, and it's just like it took a while for Prison to, you know, activate his Zenkai boost. So,
Centurions, have you seen that mask? Visionaries. You've got so much to catch. I can't believe this. But I mean, Mihawk only has 1 game to catch up on. It's looked one-sided last 2 games, but he's only 2-1 down. I do wonder if he'll change though now. I wonder if he's played his Dragunov card and needs to change his hand, so to speak.
I think the Dragunov's still looking strong. There wasn't anything in there that looked like it warranted a character change, but you know, Mihawk's the one in the game right now. He's the one feeling it, and he decided to go for an infinite stage here, which is a choice I respect. Because Dragunov is a character with a great wall carry, great wall game as well, but Steve also has an amazing wall game. So he wants to take that away. And like the Koreans like to say, that this is real Tekken, wallless stage. You know, there's no Buki walls getting in the way, anything can happen. Oh, but Mihawk mashing at the wrong time there. Nice punish, 2-1. Down for 1, just keep him in check.
One thing he hasn't seen, he hasn't really gone for many like command throws. He's obviously got great command throws with stunning Oki afterwards. I wouldn't mind him testing his opponent's ability to break throws. I mean, especially online.
You see that amazing backdash there from Prison.
Nice.
The down forward is perfect with punish there from Mihawk, and he will take this round.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Nice interrupt there from Mihawk. Down for 1-4. No duck there from Prison. Running 2 steps.
Ooh.
Prison
If
could
you
have got
get up that pass, you can really get some damage. But he didn't capitalize fully.
Prison could have got a lot more there. 2-1 into up forward 2, but if he loses this round, he may be kicking himself for that. Nice 1-2 counter hit. Rage just spent again. One thing I've noticed about Prison, he spends that very early. Plus frames here. 1 down 2 will end it here for Mihawk. Forward 4-2. Nice whip punish. Down 2 again.
Round 3.
See, Mihawk saying he's not out of this yet.
Not out of it yet at all. I'm surprised. They did look so one-sided before.
There's down for ones now.
Nice
See
down
there,
two.
Down two, completely crushing the back one there. Down 4-2. Big whiff and nice punish there from Prison with a Sonic Bang.
He looks scared to come in with the Russian assault with the wall running 2.
I would be with that full crouch down for 2 looming. Nice. Block there from Mihawk. This isn't going to be dead, but it's going to be a lot of damage. Will leave Prison in rage. Will he spend it really fast like he normally does? There it is. Down 4-2. Big whiff. No punish from Mihawk. One more hit is going to take it. Prison has to be so careful here.
Mihawk doesn't need to go in at all. But he does. Russian assault. Found his moment.
Knocks him out of the air. He went for the orbital again. Hasn't landed yet. I mean, every single time he's gone for that orbital, it's whiffed. So whatever read he has is not really working out. And Mihawk ties up 2-2.
Interesting. Now, look, if this could again turn into a game of ping pong between stage picks. I kind of hope it doesn't. I'm sure we'll see more adjustments than that. But Prison just looks so dominant. I mean, he was getting respat combos when he had the wall. His timing switched up. I mean, Mihawk was really struggling to get out. He was using his sway. I mean, does he just go and pick a small stage and rinse and repeat?
I mean, the walls worked out for Prison so well in those past 2 games. So Mihawk did a great job taking them away. And I think if Prison goes to a walled stage here, the aim of the game here, like we saw yesterday in the tournament, is make sure you are not the one that loses that game before. So you can pick the stage on that last game.
Let's find out what they're going to do. We're going into the stage right now. Arena, back in Arena.
Stage he won on the second game. I approve of the pick. Let's see if it works out.
The K-Wist stamp of approval. One of the best stages for sure. Now, Mihawk not really using that while running 2. We understand why. Is he just going to keep using that down 2 to stifle him?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mihawk, that down 2 is punchable, so he's picked up on something. Nice wall cutter with the QCF4. Down back 3-2 though. Oh, nice step there on the 1+2 there from Prison. Down 2, big whiff. Nice punch with down 4-1-2. Oh, and there's the back one. Is the wall going to mess up this combo? Nope. Yes, it is. Prison still takes it anyway. There's the back one. The counter hits are now landing from Prison. Sonic trying to get the wall. Yes, he does.
That's a Rooney.
Oh, just drops the ender. Nice punish on this way too.
1+2, just a break. See? Yeah, maybe try some more of these out.
Oh, but they get up 3.
Don't get greedy.
That was a nice cancel there from Prison to get that nice combo. Who is going to use their rage drive first? Down 2. That might take a long Prison.
Mihawk, once he's got that rage activated, he threatens obviously with that while running 1+2, but instead he goes for down 2, knowing that is such a big threat. He mashed it out a lot.
There was the down 2 again. Didn't get the combo. Down 2 again. Mihawk just checking with the mids now.
Stop pressing buttons. I'm gonna hit you. I'm on plus.
Again. I mean, Prison will spend that rage. We know it. Look at the dashing in the face.
Shuffling his crotch forward, and then he gets caught with that Russian assault again.
Running to the perfect answer there for the rage drive. Just like that, Mihawk's looking really good right now. Nice down 2 option select.
Could have got the more there. Finish that.
Block and there's punish. We'll try another one there. Mihawk late on his punish though. Decker 2. Down 2 again. Down 2 again. Do it again. Oh, that's not what you wanted. Both of them could have been punished very big for that there.
Wasn't sure about that.
Like he used to down forward 1-2 for punishment there. 2-1. There was the back one again. Mihawk stuffing him.
Oh, he went for the throw.
There we go. Finishes the string. Prison wasn't ready.
Oh my god, I would have thought that would have got him.
Nice break from Mihawk, and he ends it there. Mihawk goes up 3-2 in the set.
I think that's a heartbreaker. I mean,
that wasn't the only round. There were so many rounds that looked like they belonged to Prison that Mihawk just managed to clutch out in the end. I mean, first it was Prison stealing the rounds, now it's Mihawk.
we said it yesterday. Good players adapt once, great players adapt all the time, and that's what we're seeing here. This is such a tight game. I mean, whoever picked this game, this matchup, they've done a great job, because these two are very, very tightly matched against each other. I couldn't predict which way that was going to go.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the lineup, this was one match that was quite interesting to me, because Prison being one of the best Steves in Europe, and Mihawk traditionally very good against the character Steve. I mean, this was something that could have gone either way, and as we see now, it is going that way.
I wonder if he just wasn't giving away which character he was going to use. Maybe he knew he was always going to use Dragunov. I mean, you said it yourself. Hihachi isn't always the greatest pick versus Steve. I wonder if he just held on to that knowledge, thinking, "I'll give Frizzin something to work on." He knows he's a load of characters, so let's make him prepare for all of them.
Yeah, we'll come back to the same stage here, the arena. I mean, Frizzin as well is someone who plays a multitude of characters. But I've only ever seen him go for the Steven tournament. But he has a lot of characters under his belt. I believe he plays the Mishimas as well. So, you know, there is room for either of these two to switch, but I think we're going to see Steve versus Dragunov the whole way. And there we go. Mihawk finishing that string there. He tried it again, but just missed the wall. Down 2. That down 2 has been so important during this set. Down 2 nice. Hit this time. There we go. Low parry. That's what you have to do now.
Very, very important. It's going to get the splat.
Nice combo too. Very sure plus frames. Rocket punch this time.
Needs another mix up now.
And back 3-2. Mihawk wants to stay down, and nice while standing 4 there from Mihawk. I mean, the patience is amazing right now. There's a down forward 2 again. Will he get the combo this time? Yes, he does. And that's the harder version as well. Goes to the flicker ender. That's the low high.
You can definitely see why he likes this stage.
Yeah.
Landing everything really well now.
That's punish on the down forward 2.
It looks like he's going to come in with the wall running. Again goes for the down 2. Yeah. It's paying dividends for him.
Oh, is Prison patient here? Yes, he is. Great punish there. I like the use of rage art there for Mihawk, because Prison does like to push buttons after the 1-1-2 punish every time. I think Mihawk was trying to set that up though.
Finishes it.
He tried to step the last hit there, but was just a bit late. See that hard ducking in his face there from Mihawk. Oh, there it is. The down forward 1-2-1 can be so difficult.
Nice.
That is Steve's new Season 3 low QCF2. It's not punchable.
See that again? The second hit whiffed again.
The first hit, that could have been really big. Mihawk is going to be so happy right now. Oh, that's the wrong way to go on running 2 there. That could have been very bad there for Prison. Down 2.
And again, do it again.
Nice. Prison steps the last hit. Not the best punish, but be happy with that. Running 2 plus frames. Flicker 2. Look at this here. Prison with the life lead now. For one rage drive, one rage out could really change things here. Nice low parry, but Mihawk drops the combo.
He's definitely the rage drive a lot to do down 2s, but then at some point, surely you've got to use it. It's a great asset.
I think that misinput there was a down 2. He got the back swing blow, unfortunately, but you know, Mihawk has to forget about that very fast. This is final round. Oh, the albatross 2. The rocket punch now, down 2 counter hit again. Mihawk's got so many of those. Down forward 2 again. Mihawk has some strange read here, and he should get the wall. Like I said earlier, Dragon's wall carry is amazing.
Chunks.
1+2, so nice break from Prison. I feel the rage drive coming. That's not what he wanted. That is not what Prison wanted there. I believe he was going for a running 2. Got forward 2, and Dragunov's while standing punishment is probably the best in the game. So that nice shoulder gave him a great Oki situation, and then a down 2 to end it. Very appropriate.
While standing punishment, of course, dangerous, especially at the wall as well, if I recall. It's just got so many good applications. And another heartbreaker for Prison, you'd say. Final round, looks like it could go his way. Doesn't, and now he's 4-2 down.
Yeah, and it all came from that misinput on the forward 2. I don't think that's what he wanted. Messed up there. It's a very common thing to do. You want your running move, you get your forward move. You know, happens to Dragunov players as well. They'll get forward 2. But Prison has to forget about that. There've been so many mistakes on both sides, and I just think both players need to capitalize more on those mistakes and try to eke things out.
Agreed. I don't think he should change much, honestly. That's clearly the stage he's most comfortable with. I mean, when he gets in with his juggles, he's landing them plumb now. He's got the awkward juggle timing right bang on. I'll be surprised if he does change. Whoa!
Prison, have you no shame?
You have sold your soul. Okay, Leroy, Howard Estate. I reckon we'll see a few less down twos now, given what Leroy can do to a low and his stance. Maybe we'll see some running twos coming back in again.
There's the down ban. I don't know what to say. There's the back 1+2. I mean, one of the best mids in the game. 12 frame counter hit launcher. That is safe. There's the orbital. I mean, Prison's combo is not looking the best right now. I mean, imagine you land the optimal Steve combos, but you drop the Leroy combos. There's the down two. It's still working. Into the Russian hammer. Running two.
There, and he gets caught against the wall. One round down. This could be a very, very nasty decision from Prison if he doesn't make changes right now.
Yep, 4-3 in the down 1+2.
Look at that movement. Crispy as you like. Orbital.
I mean, you talked about we might not see many more down twos, and with an orbital like that, I'd be scared as well. Nice up. He went for wild 72, mess up the input.
Should we get it? Cut it. No, you
there's
don't,
that
sir.
back to parry.
Round 3. Fight.
You know, I was going to say in my head, what if he opens the round with an orbital? And he did it. And he did. And there's another one. The back three as well. I mean, Leo has so many good moves at his disposal. Down two counter hit again.
Awkward, floated in. I think Prison is struggling to think about what he should do on approach. He's just waiting for him to come in, and he gets caught.
The running two counter hit. This is going to do a lot of damage.
That Russian assault catching him right on the noggin. And there we go.
Mihawk is one right away from taking this exhibition 5-2. Prison has to make something happen right now.
Orbital start of round.
Mihawk's looking so good right now. Orbital though. Prison with it. What are these Leroy combos? You did the optimal Steam combos, but you do bad Leroy combos? There's that hell sweep. Nice step in the down.
Actually moved himself into a horrific situation now. Caught in the corner back. Just Orbital. Just Orbital, bro. 2 rounds apiece. Can he save this? Match point for Mihawk. Prison needs to save himself.
Nice punish there on the down two. That 100 forward 4 is 0 on block. There's the forward 4-2-2. Prison with another weird combo here. A 4-3+4. Oh, nice. If that health hit, that could have been dead. New York keeps himself alive here. Like I said, Dragunov was some of the best wall carry in the game. Rage drive plus frames. No duck there from Prison. Nice. Punish there from Mihawk.
Took a side step to realign. He's got himself in combo video territory. Not quite.
There's the down two. Mihawk ends it as it begun with the down two.
Dusted himself off. I thought we were going to see a Mihawk combo video there. Very, very smart Mihawk with that sidestep. That sidewall hasn't been everyone's friend, but he got the juice out of it. And what a game.
Yeah, that you could see from the moment the ball was broken that the sidewall was looming, and Mihawk was ready for it. And great work there from Mihawk. And I have to say to Prison, one thing I saw in that set is one thing I said ages ago is that Leroy is probably one of the hardest characters to use in this game, and that is because he just has so many good buttons. And when you're playing, which one do you pick? You have all of that choice, and you just don't know which one to pick. So, you could really see the difficulty in Leroy coming out there. But well played to Prison, well played to Mihawk. We'll be going to a short break to bring them into an interview. So don't go anywhere. Ladies and lads, we now have with us the exhibition competitors, Mihawk and Prison. Mihawk being our winner. So Mihawk, how does it feel?
Pretty good. I'm relieved. I think I played quite well against Steve, and after he said in the pre-interview that he exploited some of my weaknesses, I was even more eager to win the set, you know. And yeah, it's a good feeling. I think I played well, and yeah, I'm happy.
So Prison, talking about the Mihawk's weaknesses, what were you expecting to see in that set that you didn't see?
I expected to see more like solid and predictable gameplay. He was pressing more on minus and block than he did before, so I was trying to get him to counter hit him, but he like did down 2 instead of, I don't know, back 4 and things like he did before. So it was, I had to adapt more than I did before, in the past against him. So I think that was the biggest difference.
Yeah, that's something me and Stu picked up on quite early on. Mihawk, your down 2 placements was really good. You know, Prison didn't seem to. It seemed like in that first set, Prison, you were trying to do down forward 2 a lot to catch his down 2s, but Mihawk just wasn't letting you have it.
Yeah, that's true.
Prison, you went to Leroy. I know that you've got lots of other characters as well. Talk us through the logic of why you went for Leroy.
Leroy is pretty good against Dragunov. He has good at 13 frame Punisher. He has Orbital, which covers down 2 and also is a keep away tool. So if he jabs, I can also catch him, like I did, I think, once, like from the really big distance. So it was a good pick, but I didn't play it like I wanted to.
Yeah, was it a case of the fact that you don't use him all the time, that you are dusting him off whilst in set?
Actually, I was dusting off Steve before this tournament. I'm playing Leroy most of the time lately.
Oh wow! Well, really, that's even more incredible, given that some of the combos you did land on Arena, you really did land some great combos, and your wall game was exceptional. And we saw Mihawk, you tried to take away that wall at every opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I realized that obviously Steve is very, very strong at the wall with his Albatross 2, with his cross circle forward 1, and then the low pressure that he has with down back 3-2. It's just overall very unpleasant to be against the wall while Steve is pressuring you. So I was trying to take that away from him by going infinite stages, and he tried to do the same by picking wall stages. So it was a constant battle of who wins the game and then gets to choose the stage. But yeah, that's what it was.
That's something we saw a lot in our tournaments yesterday as well. Mihawk, a quick question for you. Did a character switch when you were down in the set? Did a character switch come through your mind at any point? So were you thinking of later on, if I go down 3-1 or 4-1, will I have to switch characters here?
No, I wanted to stick to Dragunov simply because I realized throughout the set that at the beginning of the set, I used a lot of down 2s to kind of make him duck. And as the set progressed, I saw that he adapted to that and started low parrying more and started ducking more. And so I went with more mids. I went with some raw down 4-2 sometimes, which hit him while he was crouching. And I felt pretty confident with my Dragunov overall. I think had what it took me to win the set, and I just needed to utilize it properly. And I think I did pretty well in doing so. Yeah, I got the right reads at the right times, and yeah, I guess that got me the win.
That's a lesson to everyone at home there. You don't need to switch characters, just make the adaptations, and you too can be a winner like Mihawk.
Of course. Thank you so much to the both of you. It was a pleasure watching your games, and you two were so evenly matched. It was a feast for our eyes. Thank you so much, guys.
GG. Thanks for having us.
What a match. So thank you to those players. They gave us an absolute feast. And thank you to all of you for following us on all of the socials.
All of them, every single one.
Every single one of them. That's twitch.tv/Tekken, Bandai Namco Esports, YouTube, Tekken Twitter, Bandai Namco Esports Twitter, and Facebook Tekken, and I can breathe.
So that was the second exhibition of 3. We are down. We're going to have one left, and it is the big one. That's going to be the first to 7. However, before we get into it, we will have a teeny tiny break. Don't go anywhere.
バンダイナムコ。
You have to be prepared for anything. Intruders were just detected.
We have to work together.
Or the world will be destroyed. We have so many different powers.
Let's do this. You have your ways of doing things, and I have mine.
母からあなたのことは聞いていましたが、大したことなかったですね。それでは妖刀頂戴します。やりましたよ、お母さん。
And that was a look at some of the projects happening at Bandai Namco Entertainment this year. K-Wiss, Kunimitsu, thoughts?
Excited. She looks cool. She looks amazing. That stage looks amazing, and the music sounds amazing. So it's always nice to have new things. I hope she'll come to the game reasonably balanced and have some nice things. You know, it looks like she has a lot of new, cool, shiny things happening, fire and ice and throwing and Noctis. So I'm excited, I guess.
I'm excited too. I mean, she was. I mean, I played a little bit back in the early Tekken days, and she was kind of simplistic, very cool looking, but she looks like she's got lots of new tools and tricks, and I'm definitely looking forward to that new stage. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you guys next week in Australia, October the 17th, TekkenWarTour.com. We're talking about you, Alchemist, you Roach, you Yigs, Dion Gray, Rec Daniel, loads of talent out there. Please do sign up.
And then the week after, we will be going to US Central. And as I have said multiple times, that's somewhere in the middle of America. I'm not too sure what states are involved. I'm not even going to hazard a guess because I don't want to be wrong. So make sure you guys sign up and compete. The online challenges have been amazing so far. It's been hype. It's a lot of hype action. So it's your chance to get involved.
Now, we've had a hell of a day so far. We've had full of surprises on exhibitions for EU North. We had one blow up and one very, very competitive game of Tekken. And we have one final main event, 1st to 7 game coming up for you. Let's go.
Sephi gonna go downstairs? Yeah, takes him downstairs.
She was rage.
Oh my God.
I told you, back one gets the great. I think he's really fierce getting caught by that counter hit.
Still really close.
Oh, Larry! With the wall.
Okay, alright. Okay.
We'll get to one with the range on. He's gonna armor through, and that should be more than enough damage. What an answer back from Sephi Black. Oh my word! There's a slowdown. Lots of respect.
Oh my God, Sephi Black!
Oh my God!
This is a strong set, and here you can see the great start from the Emperor. Oh, nice ball.
Emperor, game one. Exactly. Like a pause. The Emperor gets the round out of it. Oop, that was third. Oh, Z-Bode.
Send him to the wall.
That looks absolutely amazing. I mean, Sephi Black, one of the best players Europe has to offer. Top 10, if not top 5, with the best player in Germany. Competed yesterday in the online challenge, finished second place, and you know, we get to see more of him here today.
Absolutely. I'm envious of these guys. Those hype videos are absolutely next level. They are so cool. They really get me going. I can't wait to see these guys go at it. They've got a long history, a lot of respect between the both of them, and they are both absolutely fantastic players. And we want to thank Astro Gaming. They're back for another year supporting the Tekken Online Challenge as the official headset and mix amp. This year, Astro Gaming will be providing all top 3 open event champions with the Astro products and custom merchandise.
And do not forget to catch the Bud Light Beer League Tekken 7 tournaments Tuesday nights on twitch.tv/Bud Light.
Now, we said that these guys have a huge amount of respect for each other and a huge history. It'd be interesting to see what their thoughts are going into this game.
Me and Emperor have a long history. I played against Emperor in the past, in the Tekken 6 times, quite a lot, and he was always better than me.
The thing is, last time I played him, I was very rusty, but he beat me. Yeah, I didn't feel like I was the old me or the same level as I am now. I felt like I was like handicapped. I have level up more now, so I feel a bit... I think I can beat him now.
He was also one of the best players in Europe, and known for his strong defense. This year at the tournament, I played against him after many years again, and he was still really strong. The Emperor, I respect him a lot, and yeah, I'm really happy to play against him.
He's very good. He plays very safe and like skill-wise. You have to like be better than him to play. To beat him, you have to be just better than him. He plays very clean, very beautiful.
Since Tekken 6, my main character is Miguel. I will play Miguel because I feel the most comfortable with him. I have the most experience with him in tournaments. I hope to play against this Jack since I know the matchup quite well, or I feel really comfortable against this matchup since Miguel has good tools against Jack.
I'm gonna use Gigas. I just picked him because I think he looked like a boss. He's like he looks cool. That's why I picked him. So I didn't pick him because of some special reason. Only because I think he's cool and big. I don't know, because Sephi Black seems to be he seems to have a lot of knowledge when I see him play. So I think he might know him. He has very good knowledge. So I think you're gonna be skill-wise and base. Who's better? Yeah, I've looked up some of his recent videos. And I think I'm good enough now to beat him. I feel pretty confident.
I will train against Emperor with like watching matches from him, like his past matches he had in Tekken 7. He's playing multiple characters, so I'm not sure. Again, he's playing Jack and Gigas and Big Bears, as far as I know, and I will prepare in general about against these characters, like the basic things, but I will also prepare about Emperor, how he's playing in general. Emperor is someone who can read his opponent quite well, so finding a habit I might find in his older videos, he will change during our set, his mindset, and change his patterns.
That's the thing I have to see now. I'd even send him a friend request. He hasn't seen it, but I wanted to to play before even this exhibition that's about to happen. I wanted to play him. I wanted to play him to see how good I am now compared to before. So now at least I will be able to see. We will see. Maybe I will be so much better, maybe we'll be close, maybe you even beat me. It depends. I think it would be like 7-5 to me. Yeah, pretty close, I think.
I hope to win this set quite convincingly. I think these matches will be close, but I hope I will win the most, obviously. I try to win as good as I can.
Wow. Look, I can't wait for this. This is the main event, 1st to 7, Sweden versus Germany. And I can see that the Emperor may have been out of the game a little bit, and he's come back and he's trying to work out where he is in the mix.
Yeah, and I think what's interesting as well is you take into account, like, you know, Sephi Black said the Emperor used to be one of the best players in Europe. And now, you know, Sephi's taken up that mantle. I mean, this matchup has a lot of history. These two go all the way back to Tekken 6. So that's a decade of playing. But taking a look at Twitter here, you guys believe that Sephi will take this one quite convincingly.
Indeed, 70% to 29%. I mean, a lot of people won't know about the Emperor, and they're going to find out today how good this guy is. I mean, Sephi Black, a very, very strong, well-known player, but I think some of that surely is the fact that a lot of people won't remember the Emperor because they're as young as you are, Kobe.
I feel like that was a dig. I feel like that was unnecessary.
Wow. Why break a habit? Why break any habits? I mean, look, I can't wait to see these guys go at it. I love the way Emperor uses big characters. That's something I love to do. You've obviously got big strengths but big weaknesses. Interesting, you just chose Gigas because he just likes the character.
Yeah, I think that's the weird thing to say. I mean, Gigas looks like a boss. He looks cool. That's interesting. Yeah, I think it's interesting that, you know, Sephi Black says he wants the Jack. Like, Jack is the character he's looking for, but he knows there's multiple characters that the Emperor will play. I mean, you know Sephi, it's always going to be that Miguel. He can play almost any character in the roster, but no matter what, when it comes to tournament, when it comes to the important games, when, you know, people are watching, it is always that Miguel.
You say that. I was watching Sephi this week, and he played a load of lore, and I was thinking, is he looking for that 14-frame punish on a Jack down forward 2? Is he picking that character because he knows that it's very good for lore, or is he just having some fun and not really, you know, going in too hard with Miguel? It'd be interesting to find out if he does ever get forced to pick. We know that we're going to see Miguel early on. I mean, he played so well yesterday. We just talk about the way he performed going through losers bracket.
I mean, you know, he went to losers early. His second match was Sona, one of the best players in Finland. And he literally, I mean, you saw the win streak when you saw him again on top 8. I mean, he was not losing games, right? So it was great to see him get all the way to grand finals, perform so well, just got unlucky in a few moments. You know, he could have, that game could have easily gone his way, but it's over now. It's time to focus on exhibition, which is beginning right now. And we do see it is the Miguel versus the Gigas, the cool looking Gigas, apparently.
Yeah, well, let's see how cool he looks in this game. I mean, do check out yesterday's games. If you didn't see them, we had some absolutely fantastic games, particularly between Sephi Black and Sona. And of course, we saw a guest visit from the main man with some absurd Tekken. But right now, we're going to go into Miguel versus Gigas. Ride it out, son. It's your moment. Let's go.
We said earlier, Sephi the best player in Germany, but the Emperor potentially the best player in Sweden. So, yeah, these two, like I mentioned earlier, Sephi like almost like the captain of Germany. Does the Emperor represent the captain of Sweden?
Down 2, not finished.
Yeah, that was something that we talk about very often. Miguel's stubby range. I mean, no punish there in the down 2, very unfortunate. But perfect punish there from Sephi, gets the launch. Nice combo 2.
He does that a lot at the wall, I've noticed. He ducks and just sees what they will do.
Yeah, I think he's looking for a get out there. Oh, but nice. Down back 3, and this should be dead.
Very nice finish.
We saw it yesterday when Sephi was playing another game. You know, he was just ducking at the wall. He dropped the toe kick and then launched it perfectly. So, it's just really nice calculating on the wrist forward there from Sephi. Perfect punish there as well from Sephi. Knew the last hit of the string wasn't coming, so was just ready for the launch.
Minus 16 there if you don't finish that string, and he was ready. He even saw a little duck there just in case. Really nice option select.
That's 1-2. Nice punish there. That's one of Gigas' best strengths. That long range, knockdown strong 10-frame punish. But nice use of up full 1+2 to go over the low there from Sephi.
Running 2.
Goes mid. Miguel could have punch parried that, I believe. Up for one again.
So stubby on that low.
You know, the same thing as yesterday when Sephi Black is on the screen. We're gonna have a long. Oh no!
Oh.
The backboard one, very unfortunate.
What a play!
He had to rage up. Yeah, very smart there from Sephi.
Both the first and the second round ended in almost identical ways, with the clock running down and someone doing a clutch low parry.
And like I said, when Sephi's on the screen, that clock is going to be winding down. So many games ending with less than 10 seconds to go.
Nice.
Down back to 2 there. There goes down for 1. Sephi loves to use that down for 1 from Miguel. Such a strong tool. That's why only 2 confirmed and the running 2 to end it.
Round 4.
Looking very strong so far. Not much rust on this guy.
Nice low parry. Got hit by the first down back 3, just low parries the second one.
Doesn't get the wall. Going down back 2.
Punish again. That 10 frame punish hurts so much.
It is so good. It's one of the few things you can really rave about with this character. Down back 2. Charges it, and he goes.
There's nothing there. Big running 2. Sephi's in trouble here. Oh, and nice while standing 4 there to end it out. Emperor takes the first game.
He's back. He means business. He is back. Wow. I played the Emperor recently. I didn't get to play as Gigas. I actually played as Lars. A bit weirdly. No one really talks about his Lars, but that was still awesome. He is really looking very good right now. And he's changing up his timing a lot, even mid-round.
Yeah. And, you know, I don't think Sephi did anything too poor. These are just 2 very, very strong players going at each other. And, you know, as this match progresses, we're going to see those dominant moments from both players, I think.
Definitely. He definitely used the stance more than I would have expected, but it looked to me like he was aware that if he pulled off like a back 1 or a down 2 at max range, tick range, he could almost bait a late or even a stubby punish and try and launch him again.
Yeah, and I think one thing Sephi has to start doing is using that his own back 1. He's using, there are a few times Emperor is going for the charge ups and he just needs to counter hit him for it. You know, stop him from doing it. You don't want to be put in that 50-50 anyway. I do believe Miguel can punch parry the mid, and maybe the second time when Emperor just walked forward and did nothing, maybe that was what he was looking for there.
Yeah, he stopped for a moment and then did an instant while running 2. It was absolutely sick. And we're going to go into Dragon's Nest, random select.
Yeah, no surprises here. Miguel, Sephi Black sticking to that Miguel here.
This could go all the way based on that first game.
Or maybe Emperor dominates. Who knows? Taking that first game has been important. That's one thing we've seen. The person who's won the first game of every exhibition has taken it all the way. Is that a sign?
Round 1.
Very nice observation there.
Fight.
Win streak continues. All of it from a previous player nearly.
Down for 1-2 again. Not the best option against Gigas. There was that magic 4 attempt. Shoulder.
Using it again.
Oh, Sephi Black had a read there. There it is, the back 1. Gigas is kind of character. You always just push the 2 button. Forward 2, forward 2, running 2.
Down back 2.
Bit of a 1 button character. Oh, the jump back. I don't think that's what he wanted. Up for 1+ frames. Oh, nice. Rage drive there.
Round 2. Fight.
Big whip on the down back 2. And like I said yesterday, Sephi is someone who's not going to get greedy with his punishes. He saw that whiff, wasn't too sure he'd be able to get anything, so just did nothing. The mid again.
Using it again, but the thing about Sephi is he barely ever overextends himself. Even then, he only just got caught.
That was a nice punish there. Perfect punish there from Sephi. Gets the launch. 1-4-2-1. Doesn't get the wall. Just shy. Nice use of the stab low.
Not fearing the low parry that time.
Fight.
Here we go. Sephi 1 round away from getting on the board here.
Oh, very nice. A 4-3.
Nice punish from Sephi.
Down 2. Nice punish.
Comes the headbutt. Into the punch parry. Sephi was looking for something there.
What an exchange between these guys. And there we see it. Overkill from the Emperor. What a throw.
The uncharacteristic of Sephi not breaking the throw. Goes mid again, and this time Sephi was looking for something.
Round 4. Fight.
If there's one thing I could change about Gigas, I'd just give him one more command throw. It looks like he should have a lot more command throws than he does. He's just got that 1+2 command grab overkill. Absolutely splats them at the wall.
Oh, a big push there from Sephi. Our friends now and
look at the chunk as well.
Sephi in a bad position now. Oh, the backboard one. Very nice there from Sephi. Evasive move. 1-2. Probably going to race trap here. No running 2 plus frames. Nice low parry from Sephi. Gets on the board. 1-1.
These guys are very, very evenly matched from the looks of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that one. These two are going back and forth, and you know this is exactly what you want in a long set like this. You don't want to stomp. You want to see people go either way, and I'm excited for the rest of this set.
Me too. I mean, you notice that Gigas using the stances a lot to soak up pressure whenever he threw out a minus move. All well and good, but the problem is with Sephi, he'll just do a down forward one and then back up.
Yeah.
He does that a lot. We saw it yesterday versus a lot of power crushes. He actually soaked up a lot of damage into his opponent's power crush. Excuse me. But then the power crush never ended up getting the hit because he'd recovered too quick.
Yeah, Sephi uses a lot of down forward one in general because Miguel has such a good down forward one. His range is actually quite good. And with it having extensions, there's always the mental plus frames there with the down forward 1-1 and then down for 1-2 there to counter hit you. And I think when Sephi normally does a down for 1-2, he's kind of looking for them to try and be ducking the down forward 1-1. So maybe Sephi starts throwing that out a lot more and gets that in the head. But yep, no character switches here. It's all even Stevens right now. So we're going to get into the third game now.
Last day on Earth, as I said yesterday, you need a lot of situational awareness on this stage because it's very awkwardly shaped and the cameraman is not always your friend.
Yeah, it's just one of those stages where I think if someone trained on this stage and knew how to get the walls all the time, it could be such a good counter hit.
Fully agree with that. In we go. Down forward one straight away from Sephi into a low parry.
And how he won the last game is how he starts the next game. Gets the wall this time.
Ooh, loves it. That one.
There it is, that down forward one. Emperor trying to challenge back with his own down forward one. These two are playing different six right now.
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
Ooh, could have had a much bigger punish there. Didn't commit to the 1-2. Nice low parry there from the Emperor.
Doesn't run in.
Yeah, doesn't fully charge it that time. The down back 2, nice high crush. No duck there from Sephi. Might have been caught pressing buttons.
Fight.
This is such an interesting match the more I'm watching it because that jab actually keeps Miguel out so well.
Yeah, that's up for one there.
See, he's using it there. He's asserting that jab because he knows Miguel was pretty stubby. And it may not be a top tier character, Gigas, but he can use his range.
The nice use of the power crush there to absorb it and get the down 2 punish. Once again, drops the wall combo. Down back to counter hit. This should be dead.
Round 3. Fight.
Now Sephi is the one who has to make something happen here.
Does it again?
Nice punisher in the down for 1-2. I think Sephi needs to put a hold on that. He tried to straight with, but finishes the string. That last string is that last hit of the string is a high for some reason, and the down 2, and I think this is dead.
Did you say the last hit of that is a high for some reason because it looks like a mid?
Looks like a mid.
I know.
That hit's not a high. It's a mid.
Yeah, I know. That is one of the scenarios where the animation doesn't appear to match the hitbox for me. I always get screwed up by that one.
This looks like a mid, but yeah, very rare to see Sephi get kind of steamrolled like that. I mean, obviously we're making the adjustment, but you know, that was a bit of a, I mean, if this was a tournament set, it'd be over right now, first to 2. So this is why I love those long sets. It gives both players a chance to adapt and overcome. And I hope that's what we'll see here from Sephi in the next game.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you're right. Whenever you have a long set with someone, it always is at the back of your mind that you'll treat the first few games like the first to 2, and then whatever happens after, it doesn't matter. Even if you lose, and you say, well, at least I won the first to 2. But yeah, Emperor looking really, really good, to be honest with you. The way he was using that jab was absolutely sublime. I mean, it was just stifling what is a very strong but stubby character.
Yeah, and I like the way that when Sephi was just using those down for ones, Emperor just said, you know, I'm using my down for one right back. Like Gigas is down for one. The frames on it aren't as good, but you know what Gigas has that Miguel hasn't is the range, and I think you know he's doing a good job of keeping out Miguel, like you said.
And we'll see what stage they go to. They've both been random selecting so far, and they're doing it again. We're getting a full tour of the world of Tekken. We're over at the Howard Estate now. I wonder who this really benefits. I couldn't call it.
I mean, Gigas isn't a character with the best wall carry. Miguel's isn't the greatest either. So I guess this is just a bit of a neutral pick. Whoever can get the walls first is really going to benefit here. Running that hit like a truck.
So powerful. Look. Oh, this time he actually manages to get something off it.
Running two again. Punish that. No.
See, he's just squeezing out there, squeezing out, and now he's got the wall.
And that was a nice punish from the whiff running too, but the wall wasn't his friend there. But the wall was his friend this time. Going to be a nice combo here from Sephi. Will he get the wall? No, he won't.
Peeled him off very well, running
three. The plus frames on that. Oh, up for one to beat the tackle, but oh. See, there Sephi's conservativeness came back to hurt him, because like I said, when he sees a whiff or something like that, he goes for a guaranteed option, not always the biggest chunk thing. And he went for that down for one to try and be safe, and he almost didn't get the kill there.
I wonder if Emperor, obviously he's in the lead in games right now, but I wonder if he's going to have to switch up using the stance to soak up any pressure after he does a battle one, because so far he's not getting a huge amount of success off it.
And there it is, a high unblockable. It was a charge step as well. It just hits this time. There's the stab two. Oh, nice. Nice using the down two ground. Nice shot from Sephi.
Got caught playing with his food a little bit there.
I was worried that shoulder wasn't going to connect for a second.
Not punishable now. There we go. He does it again.
Down to back two. Big low. Is Sephi going to return the no-round brown with a no-round brown of his own?
Baits him in.
He's just missing a lot of punishes right now. Down two. Nice combo as well. Nice, Sephi just stayed out. Sab 2, that hits so hard.
Nicely punched over.
They're down for one again. The back one! Big counter hit there from Sephi. Goes to the rage out to style a little bit, running through to end it, and Sephi returns with a no-round brown of his own.
2-2. And the rounds are going long as well. Despite there being a low round brown, it was a typical Sephi round. It went pretty long.
Round what? Sorry, can you say that again for me?
Round.
Can you say that again for me, please? Thank you.
Trademark abominable round.
Yeah, I mean, these two are, it's going 1-1-1-1, no round brown. These two are returning at each other blow for blow, and this is exactly what you want to see in a long set like this. I mean, these two have been playing each other for a long time. They've been playing the game for a long time, since Tekken 6 days. So you can really see that experience coming through. The way these two are adapting to each other, the small little micro things that you might not notice straight away, it's really amazing to watch right now.
It's interesting. I mean, Sephi's staying with the Miguel pick. It's working out all right. It's 2-2. But looking at Miguel and looking at the amount of times that Emperor's throwing stuff out into thin air, I can see other characters launching it. It's kind of painful to watch sometimes. It's painful to see that Miguel really can't do a lot about some of the whiffs that he's throwing out. And Emperor's not stupid. He knows that. That's why he's doing it.
I mean, if that was a problem for Sephi Black, he would have switched characters years ago. He is stuck with that Miguel. He knows exactly what he's doing. So I think he'll be perfectly happy with those small things he can't get.
And we're going around the world again. Abandoned Temple. Let's hope it's not a round.
I mean, this is kind of Sephi's time to break the mold, right? You know, he's going 1-1-1-1. I think the first person to win 2 in a row and to establish a lead here is going to put himself in a great position. Will it be Sephi or the Emperor? The movement here from Sephi.
See, we see it again. Just gets clipped for it.
Running 2+ frames.
Fourth ring.
Sephi's just playing as safe as you like right now. The jab's down for 1. He doesn't do anything big. He has the life lead.
Yeah, gets hit for the first time 25 seconds into the game.
Running plus frames. Here's the charge. It wins. No launch from Sephi though.
Yeah, definitely could have got more. Emperor's got the wall though.
Sephi just fights his way out there. And look, he's pushed Emperor's back to the wall. Stab 2. Stab 2 again. And nice. Just does a little down forward just to connect on that. Oh, plus 2 so broken this time by Sephi. Down 2. Punish that. Perfect punish from Sephi Black.
Nice.
There's the low parry. I think Sephi's fully awake now.
He is awake. I mean, when you first start to see that animation, it's a bit awkward, but after a while, you can really see it. Using that jab.
Warning each other. There's the down for 1-2 counter hit. And Sephi 5 rounds straight right now.
I can't believe I'm going to use the word Miguel and Vortex. I don't tend to use those two words together much, but he really isn't letting him go because the moment he gets in, he stops him using that jab from keeping him out. He's hammering him away. Look at the clock shuffle. Look at
that. Sephi's in full control right now. You can see Sephi duck right there. He remembered.
Oh, he finished
remembered the down 2 there. No duck there from Sephi because why would you? It doesn't look like a high.
Doesn't use the stance there. Jab, jab. Get away from me, son. You got bad breath.
Nice block and punish there from Emperor. Oh, great. A counter hit from Giga. Going to get the wall as well. There we go. Emperor finally gets on the board here. Great second round 3.
I believe they buffed the frames on the standing one on here, and it really worked out for me. Just kept pushing them away.
Big whiff there. No punish again from Sephi. Launch that. Oh, that's season 1. It used to be minus 14 in season 1. It's now currently minus 17. Sephi could have had a launch there.
You see, he thinks those jabs are coming. He's just stepping all the time.
Now he's just down for 1 to float there. Will we see the wall? Yes, we will. Is this dead though? No, it's not. 1 more hit's going to take it. And again, ending with that low.
Germany has the lead versus Sweden 3-2.
Yeah, Sephi is looking very commanding right now. You know, he's finally established a two-game win streak, and you know, but the thing is, he's still put himself in a position where Emperor can catch right back up. Right, he still needs to build that 2-game lead because that's so important in a longer set like this.
Yeah, we'll see who makes it past halfway and score. I mean, I can't call it. I know one thing. Emperor now has to switch it up. I don't think he needs to switch the character. He is awesome with Gigas. I am so impressed. But there's a few things he's doing after negative moves, which are becoming slightly repetitive, dare I say. And he's using that jab to keep Miguel out. Great option, but it can't be his only way of stopping him because right now, Sephi's coming in and he's just weaving, he's bobbing and weaving and stepping that jab, and he's starting to really chip him down quite regularly.
Yeah, and another thing to point out was like we mentioned earlier, the Emperor has a wide variety of characters he can go to here. He could go for the Jack that Sephi wants to play against. He does have the best to go to as the Negan, the Lars you mentioned earlier. So, I'd love to see who he picks at this point in the game. Sticking with that Gigas, and we're going back to Dragon's Nest.
Nice. I want to see that Gigas. It's good. I mean, like, we don't see enough great Gigas out there.
Round 1. Fight.
Sav down back 3 to open the round and gets a counter hit. That is a statement there from Sephi. Here are those down for 1s again. Running 2+ frames. We're just down for 1 battle right now. Forward 2. Sav 2.
Nice step.
Nice step on the down 4 there from Sephi. Down for 1-2 counter hit. Sephi is firmly in the driver's seat right now. What a use of the shoulder to close out the first round.
Fight.
Now he's using his down forward 1, using a little bit less of the jab, try and catch him. Nice. Ooh, look like he could have extended that.
Counter hit. Are we going to see a perfect? Yes, we are. 1-1 in this game here. These two are as close as can be right now.
Something that the Emperor won't want. He wants to keep him out. He wants to push him away. He wants to stop those stubby arms getting within his reach. Sephi is pushing in on him.
No punish there from Sephi. A bit uncharacteristic. Forward, forward two. Very nice. Nice step in the forward, forward two that time. Nice whip punch with the 1-2 there. Running 2+ frames. Up for one again. Stab down back 3. Such a big low. All the shoulder whiffs. And could have got more there. Will he regret it? Raise drive blocked. Stab down forward 2. Sephi made a big read there and he paid for it.
Very nice.
Fight.
Oh, went for the 1+2 throw.
There's that patented Sephi Black hop kick. I call him the best hop kicker in Europe. It's the wall as well. What a combo. Nice block. Sephi looking good right now.
Safe pressure at the wall.
Regular throw. Not broken by Sephi.
And he switched the sides, but he throws it away with that diving splash. Nice stuff.
Giga's doing his best WWE impression. Oh, he tried to interrupt that time. Paid for it. Blocks it this time. Goes for the mid. 22 seconds left. Sephi with a slight life lead.
Threatening with that throw. Not landed it. Nice break on the
broken. Sending 2. Nice delay. That's a season 3 change. But
oh, peels him away.
He's able to convert off the wall. Very nice. That was a good step there on the running 2, and Sephi knows exactly what to go for.
This is really important now. This is either 3-all or 4-2.
Like I said, that establishing that 2-game lead is very big. Nice stab down back 3.
Dumps him on the noggin. Running 2. Running 2 again.
Here come the plus frames.
Down 2.
1, 2, 4. Big whiff, but no punish from Sephi. Up forward 1+ frames. Down for 1-2. Counter hit again. Nice step on the forward 2. Gets a launch, and this should be the round.
Gets it.
Like I said earlier, Sephi has now established that 2-game lead I was talking about earlier. That's so big in sets like this. Emperor really has to make something happen right now. Before it was 1-1. They were going blow for blow. Sephi wins 1. The Emperor wins 1. You get a no round brown. I get a no round brown. But now Sephi has finally put a mark in it. He's put a line in the sand. And he said to Emperor, it's time for you to catch up.
It is time for him to catch up. I mean, I would say I think you characterised that a little bit harsher. But I would say that the Emperor, he does need to switch it up. But it was a 3-2 in rounds. It wasn't that bad. But it just felt like it was Miguel's game. Sephi was just controlling it. He was controlling that space, and I think that's what a lot of these games so far have been about, the control of the space.
Yeah, and Sephi's so good at doing it. I mean, that's his game, you know. Like Emperor said in the interview, you know, Sephi has a beautiful way of playing. You know, he plays proper tech, and he said as well, you need to beat Sephi, you need to be better than Sephi. So, you know, it's kind of like going into this, Emperor sort of knows himself. He has to be on his best if he wants to win this set.
I think, yeah, you're right. I can see what he meant exactly by that. I mean, of course, you might say it's a no-brainer. You've got to be better than your opponent to beat them. But he was saying, I won't be able to use tricks here. I'm going to have to grind this one out. And right now, I mean, I wouldn't want to grind it out versus Sephi. If it's a battle of fundamentals, there's not many players who come out on top of him here.
Round 1. Fight.
Nice use of Sab 2 to whip punishment open there from Sephi.
Running 2 again.
That running 2 has been working out so well for the Emperor, but the times where Sephi steps it, he gets a perfect punishment. So has to be careful with his usage.
4-3.
That's a good punish there from Sephi.
Nice 1-2.
Probably could have that down forward 2. So Sephi won't be mad about that. He's going to be happy about that. All in the back. Nice adjustment there from Sephi. Plus frames here. 1-2. Down forward 1. We're just going to see Sephi poke away here. Down for 1 again. Down for 1 again. Brave drive. Charges it. This should be dead with a splash. Yeah. That's very unfortunate there from Sephi. That's one thing he's not doing. You need to interrupt those charge ups, those raw charge ups, especially when you see the raise drive. It should be in the back of your mind. If he charges it, I have to at least jab here.
Absolutely. I mean, look, he will have labbed at every character, but I'm sure he doesn't get to play that many Gigases.
That's very true. Labbing is one thing, but experience is where it really matters. Down for 1-2 counter hit again.
Nice down 2.
There was that Sephi Black hop kick, but didn't work out this time.
Charges it.
Like I said earlier, he tried to interrupt the charge with the back 1 that time, but just wasn't fast enough.
Very chippy start. 10 seconds gone. Barely any damage done both sides.
Oh, this time just doesn't charge it at all. That time just hits Sephi raw with it.
Finishes it. Ducks it. Oh,
delay hop kick punish. That is what I love to see.
Go through it like a warm knife through butter. Take a bow, Sephi. That was beautiful.
Down back to Sephi with a slight life lead here, but that is about to crumble away as the Emperor gets this launch. Doesn't go for a wall combo. Is he going to regret that? No, he's not. Emperor takes it. No round brown. 4-3. This set, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, is as close as you like.
That was beautiful. Dude. The duck into a delayed hop kick. I mean, you know we're a few years into Tekken 7 now because no one was doing that back at the start of Tekken 7. Everyone's doing it now. That was so beautiful.
I mean, that's a situation where only after you block those first 2 hits, there's only one move that can potentially come out. Sephi needs to duck it, and he's like, you know what? It's time to do my best punish. The delay hop kick goes max damage. Went for the up for 1 for Oki afterwards. I mean, Sephi, it's always a treat to watch Sephi Black, but I don't know why we're praising Sephi Black right now. He just lost that game. It's currently 4-3. The Emperor's shown that, yes, of course he's going to keep up.
Praise them because they're both playing out of their skin. I mean, this is crazy good. I'm enjoying it so much. I mean, Emperor, he's changing it up every time. I don't see a need for either of them to change their character. It's a great game of chess. 4-3, so evenly poised. I reckon this could go all the way.
And you never expect Sephi to switch characters anyway. If anyone was going to switch, it'd probably be Emperor. But I think doing this well with Giga so far, the character really isn't the problem here. But this stage is going to work out very well here for Miguel. He gets a lot of good stuff on this stage. Down back 1 becomes a launcher. A lot of his normal hit tools knocked down into guaranteed spikes. So I'm really looking forward to see how Sephi Black uses this stage.
Yeah, could see Sephi taking a few more risks than he normally does just because of the out damage output on this stage, but you also might want to see Emperor just busting those floors as soon as humanly possible.
Oh, nice.
4-3.
4-3. Counter hit this time. If I'm Emperor, I'm going to break a floor here as soon as possible. Yes, he does with a nice combo as well. Look at this chunk into spike. Oh, guaranteed.
I love it. 1 round up. Could he tie it up for 4 games apiece?
I know I said this is a good stage for Miguel here, but is Emperor about to make me eat my words?
I mean, it's certainly not bad for Gigas, is it?
I mean, after that, surely not. Side step 2, no duck there. Big trade there. Neither of them really came out on top there, but you know, Emperor is the one with the life lead right now.
Emperor just holding him out, down 2, overextends. Down back 2. Back +1/+2 plus frames. But he catches him with the rage
right there from Sephi. Breaks the floor immediately for the combo here. Not dead. 1 more hit's going to take it. And again, Sephi loves ending rounds with that low.
He's got away with it every single time apart from the very first round of the whole set. Chess, 5 seconds, pure movement.
Down for 1 again. Sephi loves using that down forward 1. Nice duck there in the back 1 there from Emperor. See, this is the thing I love to watch about Sephi Black. Those perfect punishes. And Miguel's 14-frame punish hits like a truck. Regular throw not broken again by Sephi.
He's using it just as much to get the wall back in front of him, but he lost it immediately.
That was a great duck there from Sephi, but didn't get a punish. I think that was hot kick, but backboard 1 into a guaranteed stab, down forward 2. Sephi takes it anyway.
I think Emperor will be annoyed about that one. Felt like he threw some momentum away.
One thing about that down back 3-2 from Gigas is, you know, even if you get hit by the first hit, the second hit is not natural. You can duck and punish. 1+2, they're not broken. Back to the wall, that's a lot of damage. Sephi's in a bad position right now. Down back 2, counter hit. 1 more hit's going to take it. The wall situation has switched, but Sephi's in a bad spot there, and we're going final round here.
5-3 or 4-all. Down 2. Bust that floor down, son.
Here we go again. Gonna see that crazy combo.
Went for the overkill throw and a very slow swing gets him.
Yeah, I like the use of the full crouch option there, but I don't like that he was getting hit by that. And if Emperor gets walled, this could be dead. No, it's dead without the wall.
4 games apiece. The Garden Realm ended up working out for Emperor. He did the right thing and he slammed him through the floor whenever he got that opportunity.
So I said earlier, establishing that 2-game lead was so important, but Emperor just said, yeah, it's important, but I'm still going to bring it back and tie it up. We're at 4-4 right now. I mean, you know, it's a first of 3 right now.
It is a first of 3 and they're starting to get a bit puckered up. And I wonder if they're just going to keep hitting random select on the stages. If one of them's going to blink, they're going to stare into the abyss and the abyss is going to stare back into them. And they're going to say, okay, enough of this. I'm just going to start picking the best stage for me.
I mean, that's the thing as well. No stage has really, I mean, Forgotten Realm there, a stage I said is better for Miguel, had a big impact there for the Emperor's Gigas. So no stage has really made a big impact on the game besides that last one. So I think random is fine, but I'd love to see Sephi maybe go for an infinite stage here, try and take Gigas' wall pressure away and try and use his movement to really establish a lead here. But forget everything I'm saying, we're going to G-Cop Helipad.
Yeah, I mean, that Forgotten Realm, every time I went through the floor, Sephi found himself face down, head towards, in a world of pain and a world of problems. We won't have that problem now, but there still are some walls to deal with. G-Corp Helipad, both of them still random selecting.
Desgraciadamente para ti. Round 1. Fight.
There is again that down for 1 from Sephi. I punish him the down 2.
Catches him.
Very whip punish there from the Emperor. Uses that while sending 2. Very nice. But there it is. A Sephi hop kick. Are we going to go to the breakable wall?
Not quite.
But doesn't break it. A lot of damage though. No punish from Sephi, but nice down 4.
Round 2. Fight.
2-1.
Oh, great no parry there from the Emperor. We should get the wall here.
Oh, good.
Oh, that counter hit hurts. There's the charge. What's the option here? Goes mid. Down back 2. And the Emperor answers back with a perfect.
Fight.
Nice interrupt there. Great whip punish on the downfall 1 with 1-2. I mean, that's one thing Giggs is so good at. He can capitalize on small whiffs with a knockdown almost every time. But same again, stuck on the string. Delay hop kick, should get the wall. Going to be huge damage. Shove. Forward 4-2-1. If that connected, I thought we were going to get the next one.
I can see how tempting it is. The wall's behind it. If you hit with that last 1+2, you get some big juice, but it's just too much. He's already delayed hop kick you once.
Running
nice.
With the wall right there, that was so unfortunate for Sephi.
Fight.
Emperor could go 5-4 up here.
This time he whiff punishes the down for 1 with the down 2. Should get the wall here. Yes, he does. Look at that combo as well. Look at that damage. Sidestep 2, no duck from Sephi. That is safe now. Goes to the punch break setup. Sidestep 2 used to be unsafe before season 3.
I mean, this area behind the wall has always been utterly horrific on defense. You have to work your way up from 2 sides.
That was important.
Holds it for a long time.
Sephi needs to be more stabbed down back 3 in those situations. Get that counter hit. Charge. This is important. You have to block this, Sephi. You don't, and that's dead.
You know, he's not handled those charges very well. All set.
You know, I watched that back. It looked like Sephi went to do the back forward one, the evasive punch, you know, that Miguel has, and you know, it didn't work out that time. The mid is going to hit you every single time. Maybe he thought he had an option select on it. Maybe it was a miss input. I'm not too sure, but I mean, Emperor just won 3 rounds in a row. You know, is he going to continue this run? Only has to get 2 more. Sephi has to get 3 here. He's in a good position right now.
Yeah, I mean, and he's taking away tools from Sephi when he's using the stance to stoke up pressure. I mean, I criticised it early on because Sephi was just throwing in a couple of down forward ones and then recovering and just taking some help away from him. But at this point, it's just starting to mix him up. I mean, for such a big character, he's always moving, he's always doing something, he's always threatening something, even if he, now and again, finishing those combos. Okay, he got launched, and he got launched badly for it earlier in the game, but the threat of it always needs to be there. The threat of finishing your combos with Gigas always has to be there.
And you can see that it is, and Sephi's done to suffer for it now. You know, he's the one who kind of has to make the statement now. The Emperor's looking so strong. I mean, even then, you know, these games are still going very close. I mean, I think Emperor said, you know, he believes he's going to win 7-5. So, you know, he's expecting Sephi to get at least one more game here.
I've noticed nearly everyone's being quite kind and said, oh, well, it'll be like 5-3, 7-5. It really could happen this time.
I mean, next time I want someone to just say, you know what, I'm going to win 5-1. I'm going to win for like, I want someone to say that next time. But yeah, this is an interesting pick here from Sephi, and I think Devil's Pit is the stage pick because I think he doesn't want to go Warless all the way, but maybe he wants to see how it goes when it does happen, right? Because obviously the final stage of this stage is a Warless stage.
That's easy for you to say, and of course, he's coming in with the charge again. I mean, he's just never had an answer for it. Never had an answer for it at all.
I mean, one of the best options that for at least the back two is to he can do the punch parry on it, right?
True.
I
love this stage. You've always got an option to change the pace dramatically with that final stage, as you say.
Yeah, big blow there from the Emperor. Comes the launch with that new extension of down back 3-2. Down back 2. Sephi stays down. Sephi stays down. He's going to pay for that.
Round 2.
You just think to dash up a bit more? Is that it?
I think so, and Sephi's going to be counting his lucky stars on that one.
Nice 1-2.
Nice step, and there are the twin pistons as well.
Very awkward.
Oh, forward 1. Nice block from Sephi. I think that was a misinputted hop kick there. Sephi's doing some big moves into that power crush now. I think he needs to chill on it a bit. Down back 2. Nice hop kick, but catches him floated. Big shot there from Sephi. Nice with punish. Going to a final round here.
Fight.
Is this going to change things? We're now on the infinite, as you said.
Like I said, maybe Sephi wants to see how it goes on the infinite. Forward 2. I mean, the Emperor with a big life lead right now, and it's getting bigger. Running 2+ frames. Forward 2. South down 4-2. No punish from the Emperor.
Doesn't need to do much here.
There was the hop kick there from Sephi. Risked it all.
Fight.
1-2. Master 2 doesn't finish it this time.
Nice.
Low parry. But drops the combo.
You don't want to fluff it there. Down 2.
back.
Down 2.
Good punish.
Oh, instant running 2.
Emperor again starts off with a nice life lead. Down back 2 again.
This is working out big time for Emperor this stage.
This time he does. He launches it this time. Nice from Sephi. Drops the combo though. Is he going to regret that? Is he going to regret that? One more tap. Raise drive. No. Tries again, but this time Emperor catches him with the mid.
Emperor's throwing out jabs like it's confetti, and he's brought it back to 2 rounds apiece. He could go 6-4.
Big whiff, but no punish there from Sephi. He's letting so many things slide right now.
Oh, he's finished it as well. That's rare from Sephi Black. He's changing it up. Running 2.
I mean, every single time, once we go to the Warless stage, Emperor's open up with the life lead every single time, and Sephi hasn't brought it back. Down back 2.
What is down back 2? He's hitting his target. Such a rooney. Gets him. 6-4.
Emperor's currently one game away from taking this exhibition 7-4. I mean, 70% of people believe that the one who's going to win this was Sephi Black. I mean, are all of them about to be wrong about them?
It's possible that 70% of the people are 100% wrong 100% of the time. Who knows? I mean, Sephi could pull this back. There's absolutely no doubt about it. But he's going to have to do it very cleanly. I don't want to see him change character. I mean, let's go back to the old days, right? Where both players stay on the same character and they don't switch. It's not League of Legends, right? It's Tekken. I want to see it go all the way with the same characters.
I mean, you know Sephi Black isn't going to switch. And at this point with Emperor, how well he has done with the kickers, I would not switch. And I think if Sephi was going for the Devil's Pit, let's see how the Warless stage went. I think what he learned there is it's not the option. Sephi looks so dominant when the walls were on play in the smaller stage. You go to the Warless stage, And the Emperor every single time gets the life lead and finishes him off. So I think if Sephi does pick stage here, he's going to go for the walls here. Maybe a smaller stage like Sook, because the small walls was really helping him.
Sook, otherwise known as Rukang stage. Yeah, could be. He's definitely going to pick because he started picking now. He's been forced to make some decisions.
And like I said there, he did pick a stage with walls. It is the Mishima Dojo.
Round 1.
Now Sephi really has to make something happen here. Like I said, Emperor is currently gone on a 4-game winning streak. Sephi was the first one to establish something of a lead in this set, but the Emperor just decided to bring that all the way back.
Jabbing again.
Down 2, whiff punish again. He was so on point with those. Nice wall carry combo as well. Perfect.
Simple 1-2. We're dead in right now. But now it's coming against the wall so much.
Things are looking so dire for Sephi right now. Oh, range drive.
I can go all day.
Things are looking very dire right now for Sephi. 1-2 whiff punish.
Whiff punish on a down forward 1. It's got that crispy, guys.
Oh, forward 1 again, plus frames.
Counter
hit again. I've not seen that move counter hit so many times in a set before.
And he's charging it.
Goes unblockable. Why would you not? Is this dead? It is. The Emperor is 1 round away from winning this exhibition, the final exhibition. 7-4. Look, he's just throwing things out here. Sephi has to make something happen. He's being way too passive right now.
He lost it now. Awkward.
Sephi, you have to make something happen. You have to make it happen right now. Absorbs again. Down forward 1. Here they come. Great whiff punish there from Sephi Black. He's finally on the board in this game. What could be the final game.
Stepping with Gigas. Interesting option there.
Or 2 now. Down for 1. Just keeping him in check. Sephi does not want him to go anywhere. There they are. The down for 1s again. Sephi doesn't want to take any big risks here. Ooh, that is going to hurt because we are going to go to the wall here. Sidewall, that's okay for Sephi.
It's been sidewall weekend. He's waiting for it. Sephi's not in rage yet, and I'm sure he won't make that same mistake again.
25 seconds left. Running 2. Oh, down 2. Can't hit. Sephi in rage. Down 3. Down 3 again.
The Emperor, he's back. He is back, guys. He has won it versus Sephi Black, the best player in Germany, quite arguably. He's beaten by the best player from Sweden.
Just like that. 5 games in a row.
Yeah, bearing in mind, Sephi won 3 games in a row. He had all the momentum. Everything
was on Sephi's side, but Emperor, once he won that 1 game, he went on the winning streak, continued it going, and then he took it away. I mean, that was an amazing set. I mean, that was almost exactly what we wanted. And, you know, Emperor's prediction, just a bit off. I mean, it was 7-4 instead of 7-5. So a great set all around.
A great set indeed. I'm blown away by that Gigas. He's made me want to pick up Gigas, and that's really saying something. That was unbelievable. He was just using that jab, throwing it out all the time, and just using his stance to soak up pressure. I mean, he was making Sephi scared to move and throw anything big out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, that was a great set to watch when almost... I mean, we thought it'd be close. It was close, even if 7-4 isn't the closest of score lines. So right now, we will be taking a short break. And when we get back, we'll have an interview with the players. Ladies and lads, we are back and we have our competitors with us, Mr. Emperor, Mr. Sephi Black. It was an amazing set. So my first question here, Mr. Emperor, you won that set 7-4. Quite a convincing scoreline, I would say. How did you feel about the set?
I felt good. I managed to see like Miguel. He has T-Rex arm, so I figured out I could just play outside his range, and after that I could control the range match.
Yeah, that was one thing we noticed. That was one thing we noticed. Gigas having, winning the range bout, win that, and made it harder for Sephi to punish a few things here and there. So, did you expect to win with this kind of scoreline?
I was expecting to be like 7-5, 7-6, so even closer. But it was still so hard for me. It wasn't easy.
Sephi, if you had to break down the game, like the key moments or key things he was doing that made you struggle at times, what would you call out?
First, it was like a head-to-head race. Like he won, I won, he won, and I won. And then after a certain time, he analyzed his strength and my weaknesses, and then he just went for that, like spaced in the right distance, like not in the close range, but more in the distance, and punished me really fast. His whiff punishment was really good, and he kept the distance between me, Gigas, and Miguel, and that was my death sentence, I would say.
Could you even get a handle on what stages would have been better for you, or do you think it didn't matter too much?
The Forgotten Realms stage was horrible. I realized that I was like, man, this character does a lot of damage. But then I was like, on Devil's Pit, I took Devil's Pit on purpose because I wanted to see how good I can handle with walls and without walls. So on the final round, it's switching to without walls. And he, once in this situation, I was leading 2-0, and then he did like 3-2 out of that, and that was that showed me that I shouldn't go to infinite stage, which was like, okay, he's having too much distance for me then.
One thing, Sephi, is something you do very often is we saw it yesterday as well. Also, great job yesterday, second place, a great showing. The downfall ones, you love throwing that out. You love using it. You got a lot of downfall 1-2 counter hits in the set. So talk me through like your use of downfall 1.
Downfall 1 is Miguel's main tool. Even though it's not the best downfall 1, he needs to use it with the right movement. Like he needs to be on close range and attack you and do pressure with it. Like similar as Kazumi's downfall 1, but in a worse, it's a worse version, I would say. But I was so insecure when I tried to do downfall 1, and he spaced so well that he punished me with 1-2 or backdash 1-2 or backdash down 2, and I was like, man, I'm getting scared because he's punishing me for that, and then I felt more insecure to do that, and this broke my my pressure.
Emperor, was there ever a situation where you might change character?
What do you say?
Is there ever a situation today where you thought you could change character? If you went too far behind, would you have considered it?
Yeah. If he would have beat me like 5-0, 5-1, something like that, maybe I would have considered picking like Kuma or Jack. But I was still thinking, just holding to Gigas.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, thank you so much to both of you. You've been absolutely fantastic. And Sephi, a personal thank you for such a great performance yesterday for your losers bracket. I mean, you've literally made some amazing memories. That match with Sona was great.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. And thank you to all of you at home. And we should just call out, please do follow us on all of our socials. That's twitch.tv/Tekken, Bandai Namco Esports, YouTube, Tekken Twitter, Bandai Namco Esports Twitter, and Tekken Facebook. Kobe, it's been absolutely fantastic to commentate with you.
And you as well. I mean, I don't know about you, but I am exhausted. We just had 2 days of Tekken madness. The tournament was amazing. It was great to see Sephi all of that time as well. And we had these amazing exhibitions as well. I mean, Sephi's become Mr. Second Place here, hasn't he? Just always that one step behind. And for someone like the Emperor, I'd love to see them travel more offline if possible. He's like the poll suggested, most people believe Sephi was going to take it, and that's because Sephi has the bigger presence offline at events. So hopefully if Emperor starts to travel more, gets his name out there, we'll see a lot more of him in the future.
Maybe we'll see him when the Tekken World Tour restarts and we can all go outside and get some offlines in. Thank you to all of you at home. We will see you next week in Australia for some Tekken from Down Under. Until then, take care.
Goodbye.
Bandai Namco